Everybody, welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars, episode 5. I said it as he put his hand up, so I didn't need it.
Check the camera. Check it.
Check the times. Check the times. My name's Corey. I'm your host and GM. Let's go. Let's start on my left this time. Introduce our players and characters.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper. My fun fact for today is that Valia's favorite weather is thunderstorms because you can hide out when you're trying to do an assassination or sniping and stuff. People won't really see you very well. They're dark and moody, just like her. And the thunder can mask the sounds of gunshots. It did lead me to a question, minor tangent.
Sure.
Did the ring have any weather?
Now that we've established
Yes, the ring did have weather because it had both weather control and then control over the time in the sky. So I would say it had weather control.
It's also a great time for Valia to release her inhibitions.
I was gonna say also because rain sounds like the white noise room that she had in the farm simulation.
It's all coming together.
Hi, I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy and captain of the crew. And fun fact, if Clementine existed in this world, her favorite TV show of all time would be Leverage. Yeah.
I haven't seen Leverage, so I can't confirm or deny.
I guessed Golden Girls.
I would have guessed Shark Tank.
That's a good guess too.
Like MASH.
MASH.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Clem definitely gives my program is on.
My soaps!
My stories. Clem doesn't know how to work a smart TV. Clem would have to call somebody in the room every time.
She's the most grandma of the crew.
She gets logged out of her email once, and you don't hear from her for a month.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
I am Gary. I'm back.
He's back.
So back.
So back.
I play Aster, the redacted Solarian. And fun fact about Aster, we started the season not on a crate. I'm back. I'm here in the flesh. We started off not so great with the ship crashed. Didn't have. I can imagine only some stuff survived. We couldn't take everything we had with us.
Yeah.
Because only what we could carry, really.
Right.
But Aster did make sure to get a very sentimental item. At the very end, the finale last season, our dearly beloved former crewmate Gizmo gave Aster a homemade comic of Aster as a superhero called Starman. So Aster made sure to carry that on with him.
I forgot about that.
That's
Has he just been carrying on his person this whole time, or does he have it at the house?
It's like how soldiers have laminated photos of their family. Aster has that in his armor.
Middle of combat, he pulls out a full comic book. He goes, mwah. Puts it back in.
It's like if Aster has to really kind of believe in himself. Like, yeah, what I'm doing is good, and I know why I'm doing this. Yeah.
So funny.
Starman.
It's just in his hat.
It's in his vest.
My name is Logan. I play Doc, the Kasatha nanocyte. Fun fact for Doc, he is allergic to shellfish, but it's never mattered once.
Does he know it? Or
Probably not. Never encountered shellfish, because it's a desert.
We're gonna make it happen.
I hope so.
one of those things they test for everywhere, though.
He probably, before he came here, was like, okay, I'm going out into space, let me get my allergy test. Okay, shellfish, I'll keep that in mind.
What are those?
Now I'm on a desert planet, and I'll never
I
see a
spot
fish.
a fish with a shell.
His 80 years ago, he forgot at this point.
Boy, howdy, I can't wait to get to the rig and enjoy some fried shrimp.
Oh no!
He can't go to shrimp.
Oh no!
Just
What
sitting
an
on such a
tragedy.
glass, staring at
Think
everybody.
about the implications.
The implications.
Do you think shrimps
Think about the
ever?
implications.
Do you think shrimps ever got off the ring? Did they expand?
Oh,
They franchised.
please tell us that shrimps expanded.
I don't think they expanded.
Shrimps
Corey,
burgers.
please.
It was
You can say anything.
we've already said it was a family of 12 brothers all fighting for the empire, so they all have
Maybe one
one
wanted to
shrimp
strike out
restaurant
from home.
across the ring. So they're all stuck. They're all stuck on the ring because they can't franchise legally. It's a nightmare.
Corey,
What
please
if
tell us
technology
somebody
starts
made
working
it up.
again and we could open the franchise on the desert
yeah.
planet?
We can rebuild.
You're gonna have some litigation to fight through if you're gonna open your own shrimps fried rice.
It'll be shrimp scrub burger.
Perfect.
It'll be shrimps.
Shrimps fried rice.
Legally distinct fried rice.
Rats. Shrimps, fried rats.
Oh.
I just talked about Gizmo.
Too soon. Space red lobster for dog.
But the biscuits.
Hi.
Who are you?
Who are you?
What's your deal?
What's your deal, man?
My deal is Sully.
Are you sure?
My deal is
I did spit water. That was not a bit. That was water I spit. No, it's fine. Run it. Run it.
literal
We're
spit
good. My deal is Sully.
I'm Sully. And no, guys, stay with me. And I play Chip. Stop it. Stop. Keep it together. I play
You
Chip.
gotta hide your face in your
I
hat.
play Chip. No, I play Chip. The galaxy's favorite little robot. And fun fact about Chip. Stop! You can't do this to me. Stop. You can't do this to me. Fun fact about Chip. Is actually also television based. I believe that Chip, while he still had a connection to the internet, although we did establish he has Wi-Fi. So
He can make himself a hotspot for 10 minutes once a day.
Well, let me tell you what he is spending that 10 minutes on every Saturday night. Is Chip has become a big fan of SNL. That is of course Space Night Live. And has a secret dream that he would be too embarrassed to say, but he believes that if ever given the opportunity, he would be an excellent host.
Chip of the Five Timers Club is crazy.
For Space Night Live.
His a Chip monologue for SNL.
Space Night Live.
Chip gets canceled every his third attempt.
No!
My name is Corey. I'm your host and GM. My fun fact is that Henry, the bar and owner of the Fury's Home, is the owner of the bar Fury's Home. I said that backwards.
Henry is the bar.
Is the bar of the homeowners of Fury's Home.
He's in charge of the bar exam for the Homeowners Association.
He founded that years and years ago, and he had a woman that he opened it with, but she ran out on him one day, and he hasn't seen her since, and he's always wondered what happened to her.
Yeah.
So I smell a side quest.
What was her name?
What was her name?
We'll find out one
Maybe.
day.
Does it
Last
start with a
episode.
J?
No. Last episode, though. Last episode, our party of mixed outlaws and not outlaws went to the market. They got a tip that there was a bandit named Graxless was attending there. He had some information that they needed to find, so they all went to the bazaar to try to hunt him down, see what's going on, get as much information as they can. Getting there and learning that there was way too many people at this place to just start a combat, they did some alternate sneaking around, listening to his conversations with what turned out to be an android who was seeming kind of angry. As everybody was fighting off other bounty hunters, fighting off other bounty hunters and outlaws, they learned that these two are working together for some kind of gig, but they couldn't find out quite what until Chip was noticed by the android, who then brought him over into an alleyway and ripped his soul out. After a brief skirmish of trying to fight that man, put the soul back into Chip, as Chip came back to life and everybody who was involved had seemingly vanished. As they got back to town, Doc got a letter in the mail from Benoit, presumably, saying, with a wanted poster with Graxless. It does not notably have the seal of Hunt of Approval on it, but does have a letter saying the time and location of a bank, and seeming that there is something happening. That's where we are now. Doc, really quick, as you're examining this, you see on the back of the actual wanted poster itself You said that there is a note in a very nice cursive that says, "As a thanks for many years of service, here is a free heads up. If Graxless does what he plans, he will be worth this much." The date that was written on that note is about 2 days from now.
I will temporarily wrestle with the fact that whoever is giving me bounties has insider information into the criminal underworld. But I will quickly forget it, as this is a great lead.
As you are pocketing and forgetting that, we'll cut over actually to the medical room, where Astra and Aster are talking and hanging out. This is actually, we'll say, a couple days ago. You guys had just left to go to St. Galena, and you guys are just sitting in there talking and chit-chatting. Tor is in the other room, just kind of doing his own thing, but in this bedroom, it is just you and Astra. What are you guys up to?
So then there was this giant eel on the train, right?
Okay.
And I was like, who puts an eel on the train?
That's how where trains go, or eels.
So then I had to kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, I burned it alive.
Cool.
And then I flew up into a helicopter and exploded. And
Okay.
then the helicopter was about to fly into a mountain, so I had to like dive out, and I just barely escaped the brink of death.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you mean to explode when you hit the helicopter?
No, that was purposeful.
That was intentional?
Yes.
Awesome. I love that. That's so crazy. I'm glad you're okay. You walked away fine from that?
Yeah, no, this exploding's like you with the black hole stuff.
Oh.
But it's just
so
my
it's the
version of
inverse
that.
of it. I see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you, you were around Pantheon a lot longer than I was, but, like, I was talking to, I don't know if he's talked to you yet, but the wizard in town, the library.
I've been stuck in this room for a week.
So
I didn't know
there's
there was
a wizard,
in
right?
town.
In the town, and he has
Okay.
a library. And I asked him about, like, our powers and stuff, and he did some reading, and he said he heard about, like, someone who could, like, do both of our stuff.
That would be cool.
Because, I'm just, like, I got my thing going on, you got your thing going on, but then someone who can do the power of both of them. Have you ever heard anything like that?
They'd have to be strong, I imagine, especially if they can control it. You're able to control it pretty well now, but
Yeah.
like they had to juice me up to kind of control it as best as they could.
Yeah.
So, nobody at Pantheon has ever had both. There are kids who had one or the other, but not two at the same time.
I can't even imagine, like seeing like how powerful you were. I mean, it wasn't you, but you kind of almost destroyed the city,
Yeah,
the ring itself.
yeah.
But someone who could do both is like, I can't even wrap my head around it.
That would take a lot of. It takes a lot of willpower to control the black hole, and I imagine a lot of willpower to control your photon sun. So I imagine that it'd be a very strong person who could handle both at the same time.
Yeah, and the something I have you ever had like really vivid dreams where someone talks to you?
No, I don't dream much. I think it's kind of because of what they were kind of. And she like looks down at her arms. You see a bunch of scars and like from like both surgeries as well as just like the needles and everything went into. It's like I think that's kind of a. I think that was just kind of some like after effect of it. I just don't dream anymore.
Oh,
That's astral.
my heart.
The casual drop of we've never had a straw. Not like
We had big scary
right,
after
not
that.
like actually.
But,
Oh,
my heart.
There she is.
She looks so
it was such
sickly.
a casual drop for like a big deal. Oh my gosh.
Shout out Bryn.
They have the same hair color and the same eyes.
So Astro goes, yeah, I think it was just a side effect of whatever
Wait,
Whatever they
so this is the crazy part.
did. Okay.
So I was talking
After
to,
this is the crazy part. After an eel in a train and an exploding helicopter and you somersaulting away.
stay with me.
Okay. That's bonkers. But okay.
Me and you, right here.
Okay.
So like when we, before you turned into the big dragon and
Right.
trying to tear down the city and the ring and stuff,
Right.
like I was talking to this guy who was part of the cult with the power and magic and powering the ring and stuff, and he said like I don't know how to, like, I've been other people before. Have you ever felt that? I just feel like because you're the closest, like we're twins,
Yeah.
so I didn't know if you ever experienced or felt something like that, or if me saying that it makes a little bit more sense, a feeling you've had.
I don't think so. Truth be told, I haven't had a lot of time to reflect on anything like that. So, I'll kind of think on that a bit and see if there is if I feel that way at all. I'll let
I
you
had all
know.
these dreams where it was like a person talking to me, and then they said stuff that was really similar to my stuff. Like they love someone named Daphne, and at Muses, the bar I told you about, there's this like singer named Daphne who, she's really great, but I've talked to her like twice. Can you believe that? Twice?
That's 2 more times that I've talked to her.
Yeah. but then there was like the guy who was part of the quote and who was helping me kind of channel and focus my stuff. He mentioned his granddaughter and Cynthia, and he said that I was Cynthia at one point.
I don't know. I mean, we don't know a lot about these powers that we have. So, and I, to be blunt, I was just a weapon. I was nothing more than a tool to these people. But you've had the opportunity to go out and explore and live a whole life, and so you've had our relationship with these abilities are very, very different. So I've never even thought of anything like this or felt any way with that,
Yeah.
So
I had more time to think about it, I guess.
right. So I'll think about it for sure. I'll let you know if anything like that happens now that we're so separated and I'm freed from them. I can maybe I'll start seeing that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna just reach out to hold her hand and say, hey, you don't have to be a weapon anymore. And you're not just a weapon. For one, you're my sister and I love you. And two, I know what I'm fighting for the people I care about, and that's why I've struggled having my powers and feeling like the only thing I'm good at is hurting people. But that it's not what it's all about. You get to decide what it's all about.
Yeah. And she pulls you in. She pulls you in for a hug. And she goes, "Thank you, Aster. I'll think about what we've said, and I'll let you know if I think of anything."
Of course.
And as she's hugging you, she goes, "Okay. Also, I've really got to use the bathroom." So she goes, and I'm glad you're here. So she kind of like leans back, like leans on you a bit. So you just kind of like hold her, and she just uses that to swing herself onto the ground.
Okay.
But this is notably the first time you've seen her walk in like 2 weeks.
This is so great.
This is good.
You're gonna go pee or the other one?
The first one for sure. She lets go, and she's kind of like a little wobbly legged for a second, like she holds onto your shoulder for support. But after a moment, she's able to walk, and she starts going back to the bathroom. And as she walks out, Tor kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, are you okay?" She goes, I got it." And she walks towards the back into the bathroom. And Tor looks up at you and he goes, That's a good sign. She's walking.
It's a great sign.
That's really good.
Yeah, Tor, you're doing such a good job helping her.
Thank you. You really should have.
Does he have suspenders that he does that, or does he just to the air?
Just no.
He has suspenders that he flicks a little bit, but he missed them when he did that.
Do you want to try again?
No. After a
I
minute,
love Tor.
after a minute, and you hear a toilet flush, Astra walks back out, and you see she walks over to the front door, and she puts shoes on. Like there's like just boots that are there, and she puts those on, and she looks at you and goes, "I want to go get some food."
Okay. Well, we'll take it slow.
Okay, it's right there, right?
Yeah, but let me go with you.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. And she kind of just pushes the door open. You hear a little bell chime as she walks out, and she starts walking towards the saloon.
Astra's beaming. He's just so happy.
Tor goes,
This is probably the most amount of time they've gotten to spend with each other in years.
Yeah.
Without the threat of death or experiments or anything like that. So
you could tell Astra is beaming as well, just
Yeah.
excited to be able to talk with you once again. So as you step out and you see she's already basically at the doors of the saloon, and she pushes them open. And as you walk in, you see her kind of, there's the steps into the little not like conversation pit essentially that's in the middle of the room. She takes a couple like wobbly steps down, but then sits down at a chair. And there's a little folding menu that she just has open, and she begins to read.
they have spider milk.
I'm gonna try it. I have to try that, right?
I didn't even know spiders can have milk. It was pretty good.
The situations that you have to be in to find that out have to be horrifying. but I'm not gonna choose to think about that, you know?
We're in this together.
she goes, "Excuse me, spider milk, please." After a bit, Henry walks over and gets like actual orders from you guys, and then walks away. As you guys are sitting there and eating and drinking your spider milk, you see she takes a sip. She goes, "That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not too bad." Make me a perception check.
Okay. We roll dice in this game.
Yeah.
Dice?
Let's see. That's a 17 plus 11, whatever that is.
28.
28.
With 28, she ordered like a sandwich, and you see she is eating, and as she's eating, you see that there are just tears running down her cheeks. And she'll just kind of silently have tears running down as she's eating this food.
I'm just gonna, just kind of rub her back a little bit and not say anything, but just rub her back and let her know that I'm here.
After a second, she just goes, I never thought, this is the first time in my life I've been able to order a meal, eat food at a restaurant, on my own terms, and I'm doing it with you. I didn't think this had ever happened. I thought this was just a fantasy.
This is life.
I'm so happy I'm living it. And she starts tearing into the sandwich even more.
After's gonna just get tears before they start.
As she finishes the sandwich, you guys kind of call it a night. She starts getting a little tired again. She starts heading back to Doc's office. So now we'll kind of head a little bit here. Back, you guys are now back in St. Belina. Doc, you've gotten this note in your hand. What are you guys up to?
We're back from San Belina or still there?
You're from St. Belina. You had to come back after what happened.
We're back in paradise.
We're back in paradise.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to? Sully's grooving.
This playlist is really good.
I think Clem's probably gambling some more at the saloon, trying to get more money off of people.
I think gambling.
I think you have a reputation at this point.
Dang.
I think you've swindled. This is a very small town. Like you've
Hey
swindled.
Henry, you want to play some cards?
Absolutely not, kid. Are you crazy?
Patient care.
We'll say as you walk back into your office, you see Tor is just like closing a file, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh, Doc,
Howdy, Tor.
How's the trip?
Oh, a lot happened. Think I might have a drink tonight over at Henry's. I'll gladly retell the tale then. How is my patient?
She's great. He looks in and you see Astra is asleep at the bed. And he goes, she's sleeping because she's just taking a nap. It's not because she's kind of bored sitting in there now. She was able to walk to the restaurant and order food the other day. So
That's incredible recovery.
yeah, she's doing a lot better than she was. So I think she's almost ready to be dismissed.
Lord, huh? I'll find something for that.
All right.
Excellent job as always, Tor.
Thank you. Valia?
Valia would have been tending to the library and doing some research on the androids and see if there's anything about them. Trying to figure out especially what he meant by like make his people live again.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to get a little bit more of an idea of like who this guy was, what he's after.
Sure. Give me. Trying to think what this would be. I'm gonna say culture check again.
Okay.
Culture or investigation as you're looking for books.
Investigation is not his skill.
I always forget our skills. I don't know. We've played this game for like 3 years at this point. You think
I think culture makes sense.
Yeah. Let's go with culture, unless you can argue something else.
That's fine. It's a 14 on the die, but I only have 10, so 24.
With the 24, you dig through all of these books, and you find a book about the history of androids. And you read through that, and you get some information, and then you find another book that's similar about the history of androids. But as you read through it, it is a completely different story. One of them was about them being wiped out in a war. One of them was about them getting on a ship and just leaving and never being seen again. You find a third book. That one is completely incomprehensible. It looks like it has been typed out, but all of the letters have been swapped around or just mistyped. And as you're going through, you're realizing that this is very similar to when a person tries to read about anything about the first gap. Like what happened before the first gap is that it is inconsistent or completely incomprehensible. It does not make sense. So whatever presumably happened with the androids had to have happened during the second gap, and it does not seem to be something you can find on your own. Chip, what are you up to?
I think that Chip is in these first couple of days after the events of the bazaar, I think that Chip would be taking it a little bit easy.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken some mental health days from his job at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
which everybody was upset about.
Yes.
Because he's really beloved.
You get a stress off your counter.
I think that he's gotten really into crosswords. He's sort of wanted to just kind of devote himself to the task. Just kind of spending some more quiet days with Pepper, working through some crosswords. Probably going over to the convenience store once they finish a book. Maybe they find Sudoku. That'd be fun.
I'll say you guys find a Sudoku book.
Nice.
Space Doku.
Space Doku.
Space Doku. Spadoku.
Spoku.
Good job, team.
We nailed it today.
We are improvisers.
Teamwork.
We'll just say you spend a couple days kind of relaxing with Pepper. And she hangs out with you for the most part. Like she's sticking by your side and making sure you're doing good. And you're much better at Sudoku than she is.
Yeah, I am.
So with that, you guys are just taking this time to relax and stuff. Doc, you got a note saying you had 2 days until that whatever was gonna happen happens. So what is your plan? Who do you tell or telling everyone?
I would have given everyone the night because it was a very long day. And then the next morning probably would have gone, like, found you at the library, Volley, and been like, hey, just as a heads up, this is going down in a day and a half now, I guess. So to the next night, probably head out for St. Belina. Find you, I'm sure, messing with spiders, Clementine. Whenever you come in to check on your sister, I'll tell you, and I will probably have to go find Chip.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a hard time for the little guy.
So you've all been informed. You have about a day and a half to prepare for whatever is going to happen. Do you guys do anything prep-wise for that? Okay, if not, it's fine. So the note, as a reminder, last time, it said on the back, on the note itself, it says, as thanks for many years of service, here's a free heads up. This wanted poster notably does not have the hunt approval stamp on it, and it said St. Belina National Bank, the Central Bank of St. Belina, and a date and time. So that is the information you have. Is there what would you guys be doing with that? Would you be going there immediately? Would you be trying to scope it out? What would the plan be with the date and time and location?
I will leave that to you guys. Normally the way Doc operates is if I get this kind of tip, I just go. Like, oh, that's where that's going to happen? Let me go to that place before it happens. But I know you like to set up in advance from vantage points. I'm not really sure how you guys operate as a crew, so Doc would be like, all right, here are the circumstances. What would you like to do about it?
Yeah, I mean, getting there, like, as soon as possible to allow for preparation time is how we would tend to operate, so that all of us can get the time needed to, set up.
Just having multiple people, it's good to get out there early.
Yeah.
Do these kind of tips tend to be accurate for you?
Normally the bounties themselves don't come with a tip-off. They're just like, hey, so-and-so's at it again, and then it's up to me to, like, collect information and rumor and figure out where they like to operate. So this is a bit odd, I'm assuming, to be tipped off like this.
Yes, this is the first time for you.
So I'm curious if it is from the man who prints these bounties. That means he's got someone on the inside of the operation that's listening, or if it's from the android. He's done with what he needed Graxless for. I've been thinking about him more and more. He was very cordial. Like, the word manners came up a lot with him, and I think that goes a long way. So,
Didn't really show manners with what he did to Chip. That's kind of rude.
yes and no. He didn't care about Chip's permission none, but he did take the time to reassure him it wasn't gonna hurt. And he called him brother, and I think he's just a righteous man who thinks he's right. And that's dangerous. So, I reckon we should get a move on then.
You said that this letter you received didn't have the official seal.
Correct, because he hasn't technically done the crime yet. It would be wonderful if we could find him before the crime happens and talk him out of it.
But there's no way that this is like a forgery, someone trying to lead us into a trap.
Traps are a possibility, but I ain't much good at puzzles. So, I like to go to the end of the maze and go backwards.
That is the easiest way. Little strategy for y'all at home.
How are you at Sudoku?
At
what?
this point.
Oh, I love spoken!
I imagine that this meeting might be taking place at the little house that we're renting out, and Chip will kind of exit from his bedroom with a couple of finished sheets of Sudoku, kind of just sort of look around as if he's intruded and walk over to the counter. I left my book. And I'll rip out a new sheet of Sudoku.
You can just take the whole book.
You're part of this.
That too. I was kind of just letting him, have space if he needs it
certainly.
still.
We are leaving tomorrow. Yes?
More than likely.
If you're up for it, you've been
Oh,
Feeling
I
okay?
am fine. I can do it.
Okay.
Until then, though, I have many more sheets to finish.
Yeah.
Uh,
I should get to that.
That's
Are all-
important stuff.
is it just you three or all four of you in the living room as Chip comes out?
I imagine we
I
would
think
all
the
be
four of
here.
us.
Yeah.
Get all four of you give me a perception check.
official crew meeting.
$20.
20,
26.
26,
33.
33,
25.
25. Alright. Clem, you're the only one that notices. In the room that Chip is coming out of, you see that there's a small desk. And Pepper is sitting at it, and she's just doing this. She just has her head fully down and is like holding her temples a bit. And you see she's chewing on a pencil, just like looking stressed as ever.
Do y'all need to, take a break for some food or, space aspirin?
Oh, I don't. We are having fun, right, Pepper?
Mm-hmm.
Pepper,
You want to go get
I
a drink or some
love
food?
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know where you're getting this Sudoku thing.
I misread it.
Oh.
I thought there were more syllables. Not so.
Pepper will walk out, and then she'll look at you, Chip, and she go, "You go back in the room for a second. I'll be right back, okay?"
Oh, okay.
She's letting you get a head start.
Okay.
You go in, she closes the door behind you, and she looks at you four, and she goes, "Do you add them to 9 or 10? What do you do? What am I doing?" He just handed me a block with numbers in it, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think. Is it supposed to be 9?
You have 1 through 9 on each row and column, and then only one. There has to be 1 through 9, all unique in each
I don't know how to
column,
play.
You
And
can try
then-
talking to the wizard.
and then 1 through 9 in each, also in each square, like in the square.
So it needs to be summed. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Talk
there's
to
no
wizard. He's
addition.
a tool.
There's no addition. It's just
Do you want, like, whiskey?
It's not gonna help me.
Alright.
It's Sudoku. That's gonna make things worse.
It'll make things fun.
Make
though.
things fun.
Muffled through
But
the
it
door,
could-
you hear
it-
Chip shout, "Spoku!"
if you're afraid of the
like
numbers.
Yahtzee.
Does he say it every time he gets one
Like
right?
Yahtzee.
He's been saying that for 2 days.
Do you need to, go for a walk?
I just want to confidently win one. I've been working on one for a day and a half.
Then distract him.
Distract him.
Yeah. While he's doing a puzzle, distract him. And do yours while he's distracted.
Just give him a smooch, like every 30 seconds.
Kiss him and give him a lot of alcohol to slow down his clock speed.
Okay, this is very sweet. I haven't completed one yet. That's what I have not. I've been working on one for a day and a half.
I thought it was like a race.
It is, but I gave up on that part days ago. I just need to figure out how to play the game.
Molly's gonna come over to the desk and just kind of like nonchalantly look over like her shoulder to see like what progress she's made. Does it look at all like someone is even correctly doing a Sudoku?
No, she has 2 written in like 4 different spots.
Oh,
And she's
honey.
like, I thought it was like tic-tac-toe for a minute, but then I looked at his thing and it was filled.
You didn't
Start-
hear this from me, but the answers are in the back of the book.
There's a book? He's just been handing me an individual page.
I hand her the
She looks at the
The
back
book
and
that's
she
mostly signed now.
it's just fine with 2 loose papers in there. And she's like, oh my god. She quickly writes it down.
I like to think that it's just instructions and answer key are all that are left in the book.
And she reads the instructions for a second and goes, no time. Flips it upside down to look at the answers. He goes, oh, get out. And she pushes you too. And she goes, Chip! And then you outside see the door open a bit and the spine of the book fly out. The door slams. She goes, I did it!
Wow.
With that,
We shout, we're leaving in the morning.
with that, the morning comes.
Wow.
The night passes and it's the morning now. It's like I said, I think I said it was like a 12-hour-ish trip
It's a half
to
day,
St.
yeah.
Belina. So you guys make your way. There, and as you find your way into town, find your way to this bank. Think about this bank. It is Central Bank of St. Belina, which would imply, as most of you guys would like kind of go to think, big building, like really big building. It's the central bank of this town.
Is it in the center of the town?
It's close to the center of town, but it's not quite the center of town. That's the gallows. That's what's there.
That makes
In
sense.
the you would think this would be a large bank. This is where a lot of people in this town store their money and goods. But the first thing you notice immediately, very small building. You meet like very, very small building, 1 story tall. And has just a very nice sign out front, but the building blends in pretty well with everything else. As you walk in, what you notice is on your left-hand side are all of the clerks with a rope line separating it to form some sort of line. On the right are tables and chairs, as well as windows on that side. And directly across from the front is a large vault door and a couple of offices on the side. But there does not seem to be a lot of place or space for a bank to like hold money. There does not seem to be a lot besides the one vault door. And from the geometry of the building, you know that there is not really much of a back of this building. It kind of ends seemingly where that vault door is. As you guys kind of sit in there for a minute, you notice a little old lady walks up to the clerk, and she just says that she needs to make a withdrawal. The clerk kind of nods and she hands him a key. Then they walk around the side. He opens the gates for her so she can come in. They walk up to that vault door, and he puts the key into a keyhole on this vault, turns it, spins the big wheel, and opens it. And inside is what looks like a massive room in there. And she goes in, she grabs what looks like something off of a rack that's just in this room. They go out, and he closes the vault again, locks it. Then, after a few more minutes, another person says they need to make a withdrawal, or they need to make a deposit. They do the same exact thing. They open that vault door up, and it's a completely different room than what you saw a minute ago, as they drop off some cash into a bank vault, and then they leave. So, just from that alone, you can tell there's some magic in here. These seem to be little pocket dimensions within this vault door.
When they were talking, I don't remember which one of us overheard it, but I assume when we all got back together, there was a mission debrief of what we overheard everyone saying when we were eavesdropping in the market and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Raxless mentioned a lockbox. Not necessarily. I don't think they're here for cash. I think they're here for something specific.
So then we probably also need to figure out who's not who's the target, but whose lockbox, whose vault he's trying to get into.
Mm-hmm. Well, anybody want to open an account?
I've never had a bank account before. Oh my god.
First, do they have any sort of protocol if the person trying to open the account is wanted? Because when we were at the bazaar, I almost got snatched by a bounty hunter.
I don't have an ID. So.
Doc will stand up. Fair enough. So we're gonna say there's probably about 15 minutes-ish until that time listed on there. So Doc is gonna go up and try to open a bank account.
Yeah.
What are you four going to do?
I want to look around to see if there's any notable vantage points, anything that might be exploited by whatever sort of ne'er-do-well kind of mindset. That
You lock in.
brain can't brain today.
Ne'er-do-well.
You know?
What nefarious little little schemes
Little
will they put into play?
rapscallion. But like, using my criminal experience, trying to think of what could be exploited by somebody trying to, mount a scheme.
Okay.
What would ne'er-do-well do?
I can't words.
If I was a criminal,
You're
what would
case of
I
the
be
joint.
doing?
Jason. Ne'er-do-wells.
Okay. Give me a the hell check with that. What professions do you have?
I mean, I've got Lori.
Lori profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess give me a Lori profession. That's close enough to a criminal. I will give that to you.
Yeah.
What do British cars have to do?
You know what? For funsies, I'm going to use a hero point.
Woo!
Thank you, Gary.
Oh, hey.
He was the one that gave me the
Oh,
hero point. Not just thanking him for playing into my bit.
Yeah, for yes-anding.
Yeah.
It's always polite to yes-and to
Yes,
thank your
it's polite
partner.
to yes and. So that's a 13 on the die plus 11, 24.
Okay. With 24, as you case the joint,
Yeah.
as we said, there's not a lot in here. There's it seems to be very light security. There's in the sense that there's like seemingly nothing in here. You can presume that there is a like silent alarm behind the desk. But if anybody wanted to get in, they would have to bar jumping through a window. They would have to just go through the front door. So it seems like you've got like a choke point essentially that you can utilize.
Got it. Is there any sort of like magic disguises that they would utilize? Can magic do that? I don't understand magic.
Like wizard hats, robes.
Talking to me? I'm opening a bank account.
I didn't notice he walked away.
Just across the room. What?
Never mind.
Yes, it is across the room.
Never mind.
All right.
I didn't notice he walked away.
So is it checkings and CDs? Like savings and CDs? Savings, checkings, and CDs? Or whatever?
Sir, we just do check-ins and savings here. We don't offer we just kind of store things in here that are high value. We have a Roth IRA if you're wanting to open that, but there's not much else we do outside there.
Oh, right.
We don't do mortgage or anything like that.
all right. So,
Would it be a sprawl?
It's Roth IRA.
what?
Never mind.
Why does that ficus keep talking?
One of those days.
I'm over at the I'm with Doc, right?
Are you? I didn't know.
I'm on the map. I'm opening a bank account with you. I'm right there.
We're all paying.
I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm in the square next to you.
Sure. Do you want to be doing that?
I just want to come over at your table. I hear you can open a bank account here. My
yes.
friend
Oh.
Doc said I could.
Yes. Yeah. You can. What are you?
What? I whoa. I am a CMJOH unit.
Okay. So you're.
A CMJ.
No. Like, are
unit.
you like a robot, or are you?
Yes.
How are you walking?
I tend to.
Magic. That makes sense then. I have no further questions or inquiries.
You've explained
Good.
everything.
Okay.
When I tell you, that is the best excuse. When people don't know what the answer is, just tell them magic.
That seems very useful.
Yeah, I've seen men in pointy hats make it rain. Like, speaking of which,
What's Molly up to?
During part of this, she's gonna come up and kind of tap Doc on the shoulder. Honey, did you ask him? We have some in our family. In our family, we have some large valuables that we want to protect, like we have like large paintings and things like that. And your vault, the building seems kind of small. Is your vault going to be able to hold
Our
larger
vault,
valuables?
we have multiple size rooms that you can open up, depending on how much you're willing to put down.
But it's such a small building. How do you have bigger rooms like that?
You ever seen those little like stacks that you can just kind of put anything inside of? And there's like I've seen like people put like lamps in there and
Like a
things
bag?
like that. Yeah, it's like that. But imagine every person has their own drawstring that they're opening up. So it's like there's different sized bags that you can rent from us.
It's a bankable.
Oh my! How do you keep those straight? Like, how do you know whose door you need to open up?
Well, everybody gets their own individual key to their own individual little pocket rooms there. We will issue you one if you want copies. Those will cost extra, and if you end up losing those, then we do not keep any copies here for safety protocols. So if you lose it, then you will just lose whatever is in there.
And so as long as no one ever has our key, then no one else, you couldn't get into somebody else's.
Yeah, in theory, yeah. Unless they have some sort of newfangled magic of some kind, but as far as I know, then we're top of the line.
Oh, that's so interesting. This sounds great. Well, he's gonna leave. He's gonna go back to the corner, kind of like I think by the front. There's like a little table, and she's gonna kind of sit down in the corner. And the thing that Valia can do that we have not talked about in a long time is that if she just kind of sits still for a long time, she can kind of blend in and be like, passing is invisible, as long as no one's really looking that hard. She's just gonna kind of just sit there and try to, just literally blend in.
Right, you sit there and just kind of vanish. And as you rudely walk away, the guy looks back at you, Doc, and goes, "Your wife is very rude."
That's right. They're married.
My wife.
God damn it.
What is low-hanging fruit, really?
Just as sweet as every other one on the vine.
Sometimes it's even more delicious than the ones harder to reach.
Chip's gonna look over at Doc and lowering the volume on it.
Profusely sweating.
Just, are you my dad now? Like in this bit that we're... Can you plug your ears?
We can do this. And I take 5 steps away from the counter.
Where are you going? Wait!
The banker returns to an NPC.
He's oblivion, like just stares back at where he was. All right, so what are you two doing specifically? You were sitting by the front door.
Yeah,
is that what
we're
you said?
already
like,
invested. Scoping the place
Clearly.
out and stuff.
Okay.
Occasionally making jokes that they can't hear.
And Aster,
Watching the chaos, but I think Aster is near the entrance, because I assume that's, unless they're going to like break in from the roof or something like that, Aster's ready for things to kick off.
all right. So
Did we check the roof? There's a roof. Is there skylights?
there's no skylights. It's solid ceiling. As you guys are sitting there waiting for something to happen or just kind of chit-chatting with the bank teller, I'm gonna say you two can't make this check because you are distracted talking to the guy at the front desk. But you three, I would want you to make me perception checks.
How tall is Chip?
It's pretty tall.
Okay.
I don't know why I tried
6 and
to
some
use the
change.
real dice.
He's a lanky boy.
35.
23.
26.
Are you adding your +5?
Yep. I rolled a 3.
It's still good for
Crazy
a
number
3.
for a 3.
I need to set my DCs better, but
I see everything.
Clem, you are the only one that notices this. As you guys are sitting there kind of waiting for something to happen, you notice briefly movement outside the window, which is in a small alley that just hits right up next to another building. And as you kind of mentally register that there's like been sudden quick movement out there, you turn and look, and all of you didn't even see him walk in at any point. And at no point did the door, like the doorbell ring at any point, like by somebody while walking through. Graxless is just standing right in the middle of this bank. And he just fires off his shoulder guns, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to bother you all so much, but I'm afraid that this here is a robbery." And outside of that window, Clem, you see 4 men stand up and have full Tommy guns that they have pointed in, and just begin laying into it. I need all of you to make me reflex saving throws.
Get down!
Oh, that's what I'm bad at.
Will me saying get down give them like a +1?
No.
Dang it!
You know, I'm gonna use a hero point because I just want to roll better.
I'm also going to use a hero point. Thank you to Tim C. That was a 2 on the die.
I rolled worse.
Oh no.
As Chip tried. Oh, come on, man. That's a 4 on the die. 12.
12.
I'm gonna use the hero point. I'm sorry, I do not have a note of whoever gave me this. I apologize profusely.
I got a 15.
12, 15,
14.
14,
21.
21,
29.
29. 12, 15, what'd you say? 14? Okay. You 2 fail. You 3 pass, so you're going to take half damage, except you, Clem, because you both saw them and are able to pass the reflex save. You'll take no damage whatsoever. You 2 will take 37 piercing damage, and then you 2 will take half of that.
Except I suffer none because of my...
Yeah.
Oh, because you've got your thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause I've
So
got the
you'll
thing.
take 22 damage.
I will use a surge as a reaction to do the defensive dispersal, so that all the bullets will just my body will
Pass
just
through
pass
you.
through me.
As the bullets start flying through, you see the small crowd that was in here begins to panic and run towards that front door, just completely surrounding Graxless. As we've now entered combat, need you guys to roll me initiative. And as you roll me initiative, we're going to take a brief 10-minute break.
No.
gotta be rolling all the time!
How can I keep doing that? Thank you guys so much for watching.
Who
We'll be
would've
right back in
seen
10
it
minutes. If
coming?
you like the show so much, join our Discord where we have lots of conversations. You can talk about the episode happening right now if you want. Or follow us on social media at UGT Show. With all of that said, we'll be right back in a couple minutes. See you in a bit. Welcome back. Secrets Between the Stars. My name is Corey. I'm your host and GM. Before we get back into it really quick.
No, please, no!
Just to remind you also that we have a merch store. It's designed by humans designedbyhumans.com/UGT show.
You saying that makes me so thirsty.
That's so crazy that I would bring that up right now, actually. Go ahead and roll those dice. And as you also are doing math, tell me your names and character names.
Man.
Yep.
We'll go start with whoever wants
It's going
to.
great. I rolled a 3 for a total of 16. I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper, who's probably not going to go first this time.
Definitely not.
I rolled a synthetic 20. I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy and captain of this crew of ne'er-do-wells. And do-wells.
And
And
duel.
duels.
Sometimes do wells.
Yeah.
My name is Gary. I play Aster the Redacted Solarian, and I got a 10. I'm not going first.
You're going right here, buddy.
We're doing great today.
My name is Logan. I play Doc, the Kasatha Nanosite, and I got a 21 for my initiative.
So I learned, but you had Clem.
My name is Sully, and I play Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot. And I rolled a 3, which is a 12.
Get you ahead of Gary.
16.
Valia should be behind me.
What'd you get?
16.
Oh, I thought you said something different. There you go then. That's the order. So, with that is first up is
Whoa!
Praxis.
Whoa!
Whoa! Thank you, Chloe. We
Whoa!
got a hype train, baby!
Hype train!
All aboard! Welcome, thank you. And congrats to the 5 people who got gifted subs. Proud of you guys.
Hey.
If you want to keep this hype train
Nebula!
going, you're very welcome. And Nebula got one. Congrats to all of our besties.
You know what happens when we do a hype train?
Tell the people at home.
Well, what happens when we do a hype train is that at the end of the hype train, we're going to give out 1 hero point per level that the hype train reaches at the end of it. So,
So we're already
keep
got
it
2.
going.
Keep it
We're already
going.
at 2. Is it a level 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
2
goodness.
hero points.
For 4 minutes, we can get to level 3. That's 3 hero points.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Colby, for starting the hype train.
Thank you, Colby. Gifted subs, bits, help to all of it.
I love the hype. It just seems so exciting to me.
Hypes you up.
So, up first is our good friend, Graxilus. He is going to... he's currently surrounded by people. We don't have a way to signify that on the map. But he is going to make a little stealth check here. And he rolled really well. And as these people are running by, all of you guys who are looking at him, he just completely vanishes due to how just short he is. And he is going to vanish and you can't see him. He's going to do some stuff.
Wait, how short is he? Because I definitely got I definitely pictured him as tall.
Oh, no, he's a little guy. He's like 3.5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's at like shin height
tall
for
to
people.
me.
Wow, sure.
So he's going to go...
Changes everything. My whole strat is different.
This changes everything.
He's going to do that, and then... Doc, it's your turn. You got men outside with guns, and one small man somewhere.
One
The
small
men
man
with guns
somewhere.
are a bigger problem.
Some giant android somewhere.
No, he's a small android.
What hit will what? I will run across to where the windows are.
Okay.
And
As one man falls over.
using a resolve point as a swift action, I will put up. Let's see, you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweet. Basically covering all the windows with a solid wall of nanites.
All right.
Doc said to the window,
Incredible.
to the walls.
Oh, it's got HPs, so it's not forever, but it is hopefully something they'll just shoot at instead of people.
Alright.
And with my action,
How does this wall work? Is it just like literally a wall for them now?
yes, it is temporary structure. It functionally, it is a 5-foot wide bridge, but I have done a flat. It has up to 40 feet, which will cover all of the windows. Number of hit points equal to my level, so it's got 10 HP, but it has a hardness of 7 and a break DC of 10.
Okay.
Dude, you're playing Fortnite.
Yeah. They started shooting and I went into build mode.
This is not zero build. We just found out.
He just starts spamming.
You see Doc spinning in circles as there's just suddenly 100 walls around him.
You get the thing out of the
All the pedestrians in the bank are just all the different skins. There's like 6 Sabrina Carpenters.
A couple
Miku
different
is here.
Keeleys in there.
But yeah, and I will hold my action to do nothing. I really can't do much on this.
Okay. Are you holding then, or do you want to go to...
Darn.
You need to declare what you're doing. Don't worry. All right, we'll pass turn then. Clem.
All right. I am going to try to. Can I? If I can't currently see Graxless, but I have seen him before, can I still do an identify check to try and do shocking weakness?
No, you have to currently see him.
Dang. Okay. Then
You can do, as I'll say for your movement, you can do a perception check to try to find him.
The thing is, shocking weakness is also the move action. Can the people outside hear me through the nanite wall?
I would assume they could.
Okay, I'm gonna instead do so discontent, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, guy number 3, remember our deal, okay?"
For our deal.
Remember our deal.
Thanks for remembering my
I'm
name.
gonna be
Mrs.
talking
Winfrey.
to the one that's directly across the wall from Doc.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that one is guy number 3 in my book. So that is a 37.
37 will definitly pass. And the hype train has come to an end, so we have 2 hero points to use randomly. How do you guys normally do those for Aeon?
We've done roll-offs before.
Sure.
We've done it based on who does it.
Do roll-offs.
I
That's
have
what I
one,
like.
so I won't participate.
And
I
I'm
will participate.
I'm gonna spend a resolve point to make the So Discontent last. What's my charisma modifier? 6 rounds.
All right. Wow, for a while then.
Yeah.
For the combat.
7 for hero point?
7 for hero point.
15.
15.
9.
9.
Go ahead and roll.
7.
7.
Roll, let the fate decide. You get in here.
In your house. 6.
It's not going
6.
to be us.
All right, that goes to Gary and Marcus then.
Gary
Full
Marcus!
100 hero points. And thank you guys for the hype
Thank you.
train.
Thank you.
Very exciting, very
Thank you.
fun.
I
Love
love
those.
the hype train.
Love a little train.
Love a little train.
Like train.
So you've sown discontent on this man.
Yes.
Uh,
And then I think that's just gonna be the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Most
worries.
of the things that I can do are move action things.
So you can use your standard action as a move action.
That's true, I can. So I'm going to do my improved get 'em, and I'm gonna be like, as soon as we can see these guys, let's take them out. So then everybody gets +2 to their attack rolls and damage, and I'm going to spend another resolve point to make
nice.
it against all enemies.
All
How
right.
many result points did you spend?
Just 2.
Just 100.
my god. Just a lot of stuff.
Valia.
I think first I'm just gonna try to perception check to see where, see if I can see
Okay.
Raxilus.
That'll be your move action to do that.
Okay, it's a natural 1
Okay.
for 24.
That won't do it.
Great.
Okay.
Still, yeah, there's people everywhere.
DC is higher than.
Not able to see him yet. Volley's just going to sit perfectly still and try to continue blending in.
All right.
In this scene of chaos, we're just gonna try not to be seen yet.
All
until
right.
We figure out what's happening.
That is the 4 guys outside, and so you sow discontent on the guy across
Yeah. So
From-
the
from Doc currently.
yes, that's the one that the others don't trust now.
All right. So what's the AC for this wall?
AC, it didn't really give me. Whatever AC of bridge is.
Just a regular wall, then I would assume. Like a
Temporary
10.
structure.
I thought it gave you the DCs, didn't it?
It gave me HP, hardness, and break DC.
Break DC is what I'm looking for then.
10. Yeah.
10. Okay. So all 4 of them will hit, but the one specifically across from Doc is going to take a shot at the one the one that you said we have good luck on the plan number 3.
Yeah.
So that wall is going to take 21 piercing damage as these guns just start blazing through it, trying to destroy as much of it as they can.
Is that like as a single mass of damage or from 3 sources?
That'd be from 3 sources.
So it has 7 hardness.
7. Okay, so then that would be closer to 11 damage total by the end of that.
Okay. Then, yeah, it breaks.
It breaks. Okay. Yeah. So the wall does break. That used their entire turn. It does hit the other guy, so that guy will take about a little bit of damage. I'm not going to say how much actually. You don't get to know.
Do we hear him get shot before or after the wall breaks?
You see the wall break, and then you see him go. Ah! That's the bullet hits him. Chip, that is your turn.
Where'd that guy go?
Make a perception check, and I'll tell you
What does that? That's for my.
your movement.
My move?
Your move.
Okay, I'll take a look. Let's go.
Pretty crooked. Poor crooked.
That's crook.
That's not in his house.
That's not home.
Okay, it's a 15 on the die. That's the first time I've rolled double digits today. It's 34 total.
34 total. You're able to see him as he is kind of sneaking behind directly where you're standing in front of. He's sneaking behind the behind these counters here, and it looks like he's about to grab one of the clerks that's back there.
A clerk?
Yeah, one of the guys that you were talking to open a bank account.
Chip will say, gasp! And then say, watch out! And I'm gonna shoot him though, not the clerk. to be clear.
Okay, makes sense.
Clerk is dead. He can't be taken hostage.
It's genius.
I got it. I figured it out. I'm going to go ahead and shoot him with a basic inhibitor here.
Okay.
Here I go, with a +2 to hit.
Yes.
Sick.
Okay, so that'll be a 31 to hit.
31 will hit.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
And there was monkey voice.
All right, so with this damage, he'll get a -2 to his AC.
Ooh,
That'll
very
be
nice.
for 9 rounds. Yeah, it's a long time. Whee! That damage will be plus 17 damage, and
+2 can go.
oh, that's right.
Plus
Yeah,
2.
so 19 damage total.
19 damage.
And then as the needle sinks into his skin, he feels it start to sizzle a little bit on the way down. He will be taking some decomposing acid damage
Ooh.
for a total of 4 rounds at the end of his turn.
All right.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I will write him down in my ledger and conclude my turn.
All right. Aster, that is your turn as you see Chip has taken a shot at somebody and you can kind of assume who.
Okay, back in the saddle. Aster didn't see any of this, like the guy sneak in, the shots fired, he took some damage. His moat is going to immediately fly into the sword hilt, soul weapon ablaze. And he's trying to decide whether or not he looks to who the 4 men outside the wall just broke. He looks to the guy that Chip shot. He thinks that he's probably better off getting the 4 guys than the main guy. So Aster's gonna. There's a window close to me, right? Just to the right of me.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my full movement to get out the window, head to that first guy, and just make a full slash at him.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack for me.
That's a natural 20.
That's super hit. They're so back. That we are actually.
So
You've
back.
never been more back than in this exact moment.
Incredibly bad.
Okay. So
Aster
then
loves combat.
there's a lot of stuff that's happening right now. I have a critical effect that's like the severe wound chart. First, let me tally damage. Let me tally damage, and that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Yes.
Wow. So much damage.
So that's a lot. I'm trying to figure out what how do we handle crits again?
Just double the damage you roll.
Double the damage I roll.
Yep.
Okay. So that would be. So that's 11. 11 plus 6 is.
17.
Yeah.
So 17. Let me. The one time I have to run my calculations real quick. Oh gosh, I forgot everything.
34.
So 34 plus. So that's a 65 slashing damage.
How you do it?
Oh,
my
he's
gosh.
dead. Okay. So Aster just kind of. I assume the window was already broken, or is this one intact?
That was the intact. That was the only intact one.
Cool.
Actually.
So Aster, like the shooting star he is, just dives out of the window. Huge, imposing, muscular figure. Uses the momentum out of that dive and just slashes straight up the guy as he just completely falls back. And Aster looks to the 3 men ahead of him and goes, "Remember the plan, third guy!"
Who are you people?
You ever seen a grown man vivisected before?
Don't act like you don't know. We all know you're a bad actor.
I
Doc,
remember us from lunch.
I didn't hold my action, but I would like to throw up.
Free action, I'll give you that. That is back up top. You will see Chip. You'll see Graxless. He will start running, and he's gonna grab the clerk at the end, and he's going to fully get up to the vault. And pointing the gun at the clerk, he goes, he hands the guy the key. He's too short to reach where the key goes, and he goes, "Let me in." And the guy goes,
Embarrassing.
the guy goes, the guy goes,
That's embarrassing.
okay, I'm so sorry. I'll do whatever. Okay, and he turns it and he opens it, and you see the vault crack open a little bit, and Graxus is able to just fully slip in, and the door closes behind him. Make me a perception check, and I'll let you try.
It's a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
38.
Hey.
With a
Can I
30
see?
So with 38, how the door is opening is it is
Your
opening
hands.
towards
I
you.
zoom in.
The door is opening towards you. So the way you're able to see it is there's an office right next to it, and you can see kind of in the reflection of the office. So just from that little bit of reflection, you're able to see that there are papers scattered all over this room, and there seems to be large vials and random trinkets just spewed about. It does not look like whoever's box this is not a tidy person. And that door closes behind him as Graxless is gone.
Not for long.
Doc.
Well, there's third guy in front of me.
There's third guy.
I'm gonna take a step to the left.
You take one little step.
Can I push the ficus over?
Yeah, well, you gotta just kick it a little bit. Yeah, you're fine.
Shoulder check the ficus with a step, and I'm gonna punch that dude twice.
Sure.
Punch that.
Oh, you have reach, right?
I do.
Excellent.
Oh, I don't have to move the ficus. I'll go around it.
All right, perfect. Use the ficus to your advantage.
Concealment.
Light cover.
5%,
That's light cover right there.
5% concealment from the ficus.
I can't see him. He's behind that plant.
A 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And
Remember a
much
+2.
higher. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
plus 2.
Yep, that will hit.
Hex to the yeah. The first swing does
Okay.
Ooh, hit it. Hit it. Okay.
I can't read. 36 damage.
I'm illiterate.
Oh no, I just realized it.
36 damage with the first punch.
36, he definitely feels that.
And then 38 with the next one.
All right, how do you do it?
Just a quick two blows to the side of the head to knock him unconscious.
He just falls. And
Cleave. This third guy is next to that guy.
Yeah, he's next to that guy.
That's if it hit first guy.
It's gonna hit second guy.
Okay.
Or third guy, rather.
Third guy.
Excuse me.
And that is 35 damage to third guy.
He definitely feels that as well. He's looking a little woozier than he was a minute
I
ago.
can't believe you do this, third guy.
I don't know who you are. You're just adding confusion to this job. Clem.
Okay, so having seen Graxless, can I try to do an identify, or is
He's
it
hiding
Dang
in
it,
the
because
vault
he's
now.
behind the door?
Yes.
How dare he? Okay,
The gall.
so then let me see.
It's a musical episode.
She's crooning.
I'm just gonna shoot the guy that's not third guy. I want to
Okay.
embarrass third guy by
Fourth
leaving
guy.
him alive.
Adding fuel to the third guy fire.
Yes.
Third guy t-shirt then.
Okay, so that
Everybody's
is,
favorite character, third guy.
This might not hit. Synthetic 20.
+2.
Synthetic 20 will not hit.
Yeah,
Plus the
+2.
2.
+2 will hit.
Yes.
You found it.
Okay. All right. And what is my okay? So I am a musical person. Okay. All right. So
That's what they say when you go to the Tonys.
So
He's gonna keep
10
taking
cold
acid
and
damage in the
piercing.
vault.
Yeah, he is.
10 piercing.
10 cold and piercing.
10 cold and piercing. He's still standing, but he's looking rough. That's for sure. As you shoot into him, and he goes, "Ow!" and he moves his hand. There's like ice on his hand. He goes, "Ow!"
Just blame your buddy, third guy.
How could you have an alliance with a man you don't even know his name?
I know his name, but
Say
I call
it.
him third guy. That's my affectionate nickname for him.
That's the code name.
Yeah, we're all using-
Oh
dummy.
my gosh!
Oh, now I feel like an asshole.
Do you even have an affectionate nickname for him? Bob?
Who told you?
That's why he betrayed you.
You son of a bitch. Valia, that is your turn.
And right as he says, "You son of a bitch," Valia, if he's looking through the window, he's going to see Valia literally just kind of appear out of nowhere right in front of him.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to go ahead and take a shot with my pistol.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Can't really bring a rifle in here, so I'm gonna use my sniper attack, even though it's with a pistol.
Okay.
So a perception check is a 39. I think I've definitely
you see him
seen
so good.
You
see his future.
He is very flat-footed as well now.
Okay.
So let's hope the attack does as good. It doesn't.
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll this because I want to actually do something. So thanks, Colby, for the hype train.
You are Colby.
I'm gonna wait for the random numbers to get better. Hold on.
Here it is.
That's a 19, but with flat-footed and is
With
it
the
plus
plus
2?
two.
So
With
then,
all of that, it hits. He's done it.
Adios, Bob.
So long,
I
Bob.
still love you, sir.
It's a really good
That
song.
is-
You can't rock.
26.
People
26
forget about
piercing.
it. It's
Can't rock. Can't rock.
How do you
People
do it?
forget about
Doc with all 4 of his arms.
Wow, he's really good.
As he's standing in an incredible state of confusion where everybody's pretending to know him and gaslight him into thinking that he's been double-crossing him. He's like looking through the window, like trying to find a reason to just do his job. And then I appear right in front of him and just shoot him, like right in the chest.
I imagine he's looking at third guy, then turns his head, and you just have the pistol pushed against his forehead as you just fire. That is their turn. That is third guy's turn. Third guy is going to look at you, Aster, standing, glowing with as a silhouette, just across the way, and he goes, I'm gonna just finish what I started, I guess. And he's gonna take one shot at you. This started last round with 4 dice, and now it's 1 dice. That is a 31 to hit you.
AC's right.
Yes, that's 30,
that hits.
31k AC.
That hits.
Okay. And
That hits
then
exactly, actually.
he's built different.
This is why we want a third guy.
We want third guy.
That is 13 piercing damage as he just fires around off at you.
-5.
Ooh.
It hits Aster right in the. I mean, Aster's in his getup, but there's some armor padding underneath, so it hits him right in the chest. Aster's. Ow!
It hits him and it falls to the. He hears the tink as it falls to the ground. And he goes, I gotta go, and he and he will just start booking it north, jumping over the bodies of his former allies.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, you would definitely get that.
Oh, you clothesline him.
Clothesline him with the nanites.
Oh,
Gonna hit the heck out of that guy. That's
Yeah.
37.
Yeah, that's super
oh
hits him
gosh,
actually.
he's just a boy.
You shouldn't have been there.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Uh,
That's almost
are
max
those
damage.
that number is 40.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Oh.
Just unconscious. Just a wall of nanite that he runs into.
You see his suckers, and he turns around and just runs into it. And goes, ah! Right, and he falls
Right
to
as
the
he goes to
ground.
jump over the bodies, I'll just have it like appear as a clothesline.
Oh, that's so
He bounces on the body of his buddy as they are gone. Chip, that is your
I
turn.
believe I forgot to have Rex, so let's take his acid
I take
damage.
that acid
So let's just
damage.
have it on my turn here. We just go.
We open the vault. and just
Okay,
a
so
skeleton.
11 damage.
Okay.
Awesome. Now I'll do my turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and hustle over. I'd like to hop over the towers. Take like really cool.
All right, give me an athletics
No,
check.
I'll go around. Immediately,
Come
never
on,
mind.
man.
No, I'll go around actually.
All right, are you going
So
up?
sometimes you just wonder if maybe you'll get a little treat. I'll go around.
Are you going? Which way are you going? Are you going up towards like the vault that way? This gets us on the
I'm
right hand
going
side.
after him.
Okay. So 30 feet is what we got.
Mm-hmm.
20, 25, 30, but this is about right where you can get.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you literally right at the vault.
Awesome. Am I able to swing open?
You see the key is there, and you see one very scared clerk. It just looking at you. He goes, "What are you gonna do?"
Me too.
Okay, I guess.
Please? Okay.
And as he begins slowly opening the door.
Thanks.
Aster, that is your turn.
Simple, all the guys are taken care of, so I'm just going to full action withdrawal to move 2 times my speed. So that'll be 60 feet.
Okay.
And then just try and get as close to Chip as possible.
There you
I think I
go.
know what most people are doing this
He did the math for me. That is your turn. That's his turn. Acid damage.
at the end of his turn, but
End
I
of
won't
his turn.
forget this time. I'm watching you.
The door slowly opens up, and you see Graxless takes like one step out, and he's right between both of you, and he goes, I don't like these odds. And he's going to point the gun that's implanted onto his shoulder. He's going to aim it at you, Aster, and he's going to take a shot, and then he's going to pull out a little pistol and aim it at you, and he's going to take a shot as
Funny
well.
you should
No.
do that. That provokes an attack of opportunity from me.
It does. I'll stop rolling
And
until.
not me, right?
No.
Yeah.
Do you have a melee weapon?
I mean, my hands.
You're darn right.
You can try, I
I've
guess.
got
You're
my
so
hands are
busted.
glove
Ducks,
needlers.
weaves, uppercut.
If you want to punch him, I'll let you
Yeah,
punch him.
I do.
Excellent. Do your 1d3.
Oh, but the plus 2 to hit. Okay, hold on. It's not so bad.
Run them hands, Chip.
Run them hands.
That would be a 31.
I got a 31.
Twins!
All right, you both hit him.
Where have you been?
You both hit
we
him.
look at each other and punch him with that freaking thing.
There's a glint in our eyes as we lock in.
Doc sheds a nanite tear. How beautiful this
On
is.
the count of 3,
2,
1.
Yeah, you both hit. What are you guys doing damage wise?
That's kind of a low roll for me, honestly.
That's a
For
shame.
Aster, yeah. Okay.
What's max?
Only like 25.
13.
13.
43.
Okay.
Oof. Okay. Minus. All right. He's looking pretty roughed up immediately after you do that. He's still standing, but he's looking a little bloodied. He goes, "Oh my god!" Does your thing? Does your thing stop the action once it happens, or no? I
No.
forget. Okay,
No, no.
so he still takes the shots. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, that's right. It's his turn.
Yeah, it's his turn. You guys hijacked it for a minute.
We almost made him
We were
forget.
having fun.
Aster to hit you, that is a 39.
Oh,
And then,
Let me... I was trying to see if there was a resolve point thing, but I don't know off the top of my head, so never mind.
all right, 39 to hit you, and then Chip to hit you, that is a 24 KAC.
that doesn't hit me.
Okay,
I super get hit.
yes.
You got the cannon.
Yeah, that cannon aims directly at you, and it just fires a massive shot. It is a piercing round, but it is like a full caliber, like from a tank, like just hits you right in the chest, doing 38 piercing damage.
Minus 5.
33 piercing damage as it hits you, and then as he goes to take the shot at you is when you're able to punch him, and he just goes, "Ah, okay, fine." And he is going to, now that you've both used your reactions, book it.
No.
He's going to run so fast, and he's going to go 1, 2. He's gonna go right there. And as he's running, he's going to look at the clerk, and he's just gonna go, "Blow it!" And you see the clerk, he's looking terrified at both of you, and then he just straightens up immediately. You see his eyes begin to glow red, and he just begins vibrating as he fully explodes. I will need both of you to make me reflex saving throws.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Golly.
Keep looking at that man.
Oh no. That's not good.
That is a 19 total.
19 total.
10.
10 total. All right,
Total.
you're gonna take the full. You're gonna
Yeah.
take half. 26. So 13 for you. 26 fire damage. From this just fully exploding.
-5.
-5.
So what's that?
13 minus 5 is, as we all know and love, 7.
7. Okay.
I don't even know if that's right.
It's 8.
Felt right in my heart. Yeah,
Good for
you
for trying.
you take 26 fire damage as you just get engulfed in it, and you stand in an unfortunate spot as the hinges that were there are completely blown off and the vault door begins to fall. I'm going to need you to also make me a reflex saving throw to get out of the way
I'm
of this.
so bad at them. Stop making me roll.
Stop standing there.
Ah! It's an 8 on the die. Will a 16 do it?
A 16 will not do
Of
it.
course not.
As
He's
Help
from a
me.
robot. How
as
can you do this?
the
He's the skeleton.
as the vault door fully falls on top of you, you take
Oh.
17 bludgeoning damage.
That's the one I have my damage resistance
But
set
you're
to.
pinned to the ground as you have this massive vault door on top of
That
you.
explosion is so much bigger now.
Things got so worse suddenly. As this vault door fully falls on
I've
you,
never been pinned.
you would, for pinned, you are,
No.
you cannot move or flat-footed and take the same penalties as grappled, but the penalty is -4. So just, you can take grappled, you can't move.
Oh, thank you, dear. Okay.
As this falls, Chip, you would not see this because you are underneath the vault door. But you four
Don't be rude.
see,
I'm
you
sensitive
would,
about that.
if this was a bag of holding, right, and you invert it, everything begins pouring out. There's so many things in there that it's hard to keep up with, and you see it spinning through these rooms like it's a slot machine. As it's spinning and spinning and spinning, I will need one of you, anyone, just to roll me a d6.
Okay. 4?
A 4. Good. A 4.
I'm not
You
good.
see
The room
from
that doesn't kill you.
emerging from this fallen over vault is this
it's
just
really good.
gray goo that comes out and begins to kind of spill out onto the vault door. It is massive, takes up almost the entire doorway itself, and then begins to form into a shape. As it does this, where is our thing? There it is. As it does this, it begins to look over at you, Aster, and starts moving towards you. That is Braxis' entire turn.
Well, at the end of his turn, he takes 6 damage. 5.
5 acid damage, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so he takes that. This gray goo that was, this gray goo emerges from this, looks over at you, Aster, is fully flying, and it is going to charge towards you, and it's going to infest you.
I'm
Which,
sorry. Hey, what?
I will need you
can't
to
just say
make
stuff
me.
like that.
I need you to make me a fortitude saving throw.
You should do good on
Especially
that.
not after the alien
better.
that impregnated us last
Oh my
season.
god.
Whoa.
Wow. My friend Colby,
Hey!
hero boy,
Hey!
has this card. Colby is my queen.
Queen.
Because I
Queen
rolled a
Colby.
2 and I don't want 2. That's a 2.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my gosh, twins.
Twins.
Aster, this gray goo flies towards you, and as you're kind of looking at it, being confused and overwhelmed, it fully engulfs you. And outside you, all of you see him just get engulfed with this goo. It is fully encasing his body. And then after a moment, you see at his feet it begins to lessen as it slowly goes up, and you see it fully going down his throat, up his nose, in his ears, as it's all inside of him, and he's just standing there. He looks okay for now, but there is a gray goo inside of him.
Who stored that in the bank? What?
That's turn. Doc.
I don't know nothing about that. What I do know, my injured goblin is over there.
He is, and he's booking it.
He's trying to. Bubba.
Arcana shouldn't fail those QTs.
Is there a particular
my guy.
condition that Aster is under while this thing is infesting him?
No.
Dang, I was hoping.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
He's got the Grey Goo condition.
You unlock a new card like in Balatro.
I guess I'll run to about the midway point of the lobby.
Okay.
And I will. How big is the bank door?
That bank door, like the doors to the to get into the bank,
Yeah.
it is 10 feet wide and they're just like 6.5 feet tall.
Beautiful. I can use one of my nani arrays to throw up a barricade that's 10 feet wide. And then just
Perfect.
fully shut the door, like full lockdown.
He's running and he sees that and he goes, "Ah, damn it! Hi! Ah, damn it! It's you!" Anything else?
Yes, that's just a swift action thanks to another resolve point. I'm going to pull out my bow.
You have a bow?
I do.
Okay.
I don't carry a gun.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot at the rat.
Okay. Go ahead, take a shot.
It's got that -2 AC.
I sure do.
And you have a +2.
And these are all nice
It's
things
like
you're saying.
-1.
But I think I'm gonna save that hero point. I probably don't hit the rat. With a 17 to hit him flat-footed.
Will not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Doc doesn't use the bow very often.
That bow, the arrow flies and it lodges on the wall. And he looks at you and goes, "Is that a bow and arrow?"
Darn right it is, and I'm not good with it.
Anything else?
No.
Glam?
Okay, I'm going to move towards Graxless, and with my Elfan arms, I'm gonna try to like raise myself up so that I'm like looking over the counter at him, and then I'm gonna try and shoot him in the leg to hinder his escape so that he can't like easily hop out of a window.
Okay.
So.
I don't carry a gun. I do.
I sure do.
Is that a flank?
Ficus is angry.
Oh, dang it.
+2. And all your other modifiers.
And he's flat-footed?
And he's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed.
And he's ugly.
And he's got a -2.
So-
His mom?
And he smells.
Flat-footed and -2
Alright.
and a +2 is crazy.
So,
So he's a +6 essentially.
21
21.
with him being flat-footed?
Is that counting him being flat-footed or not counting him being flat-footed?
Not counting. Like, you would factor that.
You
in.
Oh, I factored. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Then,
your job.
Yes, that will. Actually, which AC?
Yes.
That will hit.
Yes!
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Ratio plus mechanical base. Dumb.
Sure, in his last seat.
Dang.
You cast vicious mockery on this poor rat.
Goblin.
Oh yeah. Why have I been calling him a rat?
He's a metaphorical
I thought
rat.
it was. I thought you were just doing like.
Yeah.
Like a
Totally on purpose.
Yeah, man. Excellent work.
14 cold and piercing straight to his leg.
Straight into his leg. He is still standing and running. He goes, "Okay, now we've got guns on the menu again. I
Stay
see.
put!
Now.
You better!
What are you, my mom?"
I'll put you in the corner!
Is there anything else as you scold this fully grown man? Follow up.
I don't know if he's fully grown, is he?
I guess you don't. He could be a growing boy.
Volley is a little shell-shocked by the explosion and horrifying Grey Goo, but she's still
And the
trying
door,
to stay
of course.
eagle-eyed on target with on target following Raxilus. So she's gonna move 10 feet parallel to him, just kind of straight down.
Okay.
And gonna try to do another sniper attack.
All right, I'm gonna say he's got partial cover here from the angle you're shooting him at and the fact that he's short, but you
Okay.
can still make that attack.
Is that a? Do I do a roll first?
Feel that.
Or-
For partial?
yeah.
No. That just adds to his AC.
Okay. All right. So perception check. 41. I see him.
You see him so good. He is seen.
All right.
We've created a place for him to be seen.
And
He feels seen.
He's seen, he's short.
and I'm gonna instead of trying to make him flat-footed, I'm gonna use my staggering shot.
'Kay.
So he's got to take a fortitude save, which will be a DC is
Hopefully
He failed. I'm gonna tell you right
He's
now.
a weak
Perfect.
little baby boy.
He's
Weak
staggered
baby
now.
boy.
You gotta
Weak
throw you
baby
on the
boy.
dice. He failed.
Weak baby boy. Weak baby boy.
So not only has his leg been shot, but he's staggered.
Okay.
And the attack roll was a 33, so I think that hits.
That will hit.
All right. Damage.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
And remember the
31.
+2 to damage.
33.
33!
He's
Get
looking.
that,
He's
weak
looking
baby.
worse and worse and worse, but he is indeed still standing.
When,
better hope
when
he
the
still has
dice
46
don't
damage.
hinder Marcus/Volley, Volley is a beast.
Volio's crazy. She going X game mode right now, dude. People still say that in 2025. Chip,
We do now.
Hi.
what do you do? I can tell you what
I'm
you can
still
do. I can give
under
you
the
some
door.
options. You are still under the door.
Can I get out? please?
In order to get out, you will need to make an athletics check to try to lift it off.
Man, it's a shame
I'm
that
always
my
so
friend
close to
Aster-
athletics
Yeah,
checks. It's so far away.
Yeah.
For a shame I can't call over my friend Aster.
If you want to, you can kind of hold your action here. And to say, like, if two people are lifting this door, then it gets easier to lift it. So if you want to just be like, I'm ready to lift it when somebody can get here to lift it, then we can do it that way.
I am a computer.
Yes.
I can feel the weight crushing my body.
Yes.
I know that if I were to measure my athletics skill
Uh-huh.
in a numerical fashion, it would be something about like a 2.
Okay.
Do I feel that it might even be possible for my strength to lift this door?
No.
Okay. So maybe I should just.
You can hold your turn. You are.
I don't think it's not even possible.
You're second to last in initiative, so you can wait. You can hold your turn till Aster's done.
Is there anything else I can do?
I mean, you
can
can
I
take you
reach
take
out
your
my
normal
little
standard
arms?
actions and stuff.
You can
I can't.
cry.
You can
cry
cry.
for
It says I
help.
can't use my limbs. It says you can't use your limbs.
I mean, if you have an action you can do that doesn't use your limbs, then you can take that.
Not many.
Or like I said, you can also hold your action to see if somebody can help you lift it off, and then you
You
can
can
do
tell
that.
Brax
You can do
to
that.
drop
I will
something.
go ahead and just call for help.
Okay.
As you see
Phone a friend.
little robot arms flying out from under the door, and you're oh no.
You're trying to flail your limbs, but you can't use them, so you're just sitting
It's
there
just
motionless.
the legs. Just the legs. The arms are still pinned.
Aster, that's your turn. You've got gray goo in you. You feel something in you, but nothing's happening.
He's got that goo in him.
Okay,
He got that goo in him.
don't say that.
You know my boy's got that goo in him.
Don't feel
My
great
boy
about it. Got the goo, don't feel good.
No t-shirt this time.
You can't spell good without goo.
Goo the goo.
So I can still do stuff, right?
Things.
Yes, you got everything.
Okay.
Just goo stuff.
So do I get a sense of, I mean, I get a sense that this thing is entering.
It
And-
feels like there's like 30 rats running around inside of you, but they're
Ooh.
not biting.
That don't feel good.
No.
So I'm able to fully move my limbs and do everything like that.
Yep.
And is it still like, it is a part of me now?
Yeah, it's just in you.
Okay.
It is it.
It's like we're just searching for the right question to ask.
I'm phrasing is key.
Yeah.
So Chip is underneath that, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, you see
Would
him
you say
completely
that's
pinned.
cover? Full
The-
cover.
Like in the post technical. Yeah, because he's laying behind a counter, so he has a full cover.
Sweet. I'm gonna go supernova.
Okay.
Because Aster, with the feeling, with the feeling of,
Let me tell you something.
with the feeling of something infiltrating my body that doesn't feel great, Aster is going to use all of his attunement points. He's fully attuned and explode. Try to get all of this out. So you see, Aster being fully enveloped. You see light and fire start to it's like when you're trying to snuff out a candle,
Yeah.
but then the light just keeps growing and growing and growing, and then explosion.
Okay.
So with it being, does it still have to make a reflex save here?
That's what I'm doing, the mental gymnastics to piece together. I think it does, but I think it does it with advantage because you don't hurt yourself through it. So it's not fully expecting it, so there's the chance for it to get hit. That's how I would rule this.
You're trying to give yourself a fever so much that it.
That you like burn it out.
Well,
Yeah.
is the bank only exploded
Because I
once?
mean, the explosion is happening, and it's happening all.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
is like you don't. So it'd be like if there's like any piece of it out, essentially, that could get hit with this explosion. Is kind of what you'd be hitting.
Huh.
That's
Well,
that. And think of this like the Venom symbiote, kind of, right? Like if there's like a piece of the Venom symbiote, the whole symbiote's gonna feel it. So that's kind of
okay.
how I'm thinking.
All right. So let me see what DC here is.
And I'm okay, we're saying, right? And I don't need to make a reflex.
I think you need to make a reflex saving throw.
Because it says that I have a -4 to that.
You do have a -4 to that.
That's not good at all.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to find oh, here's the cover. So here's I'm gonna say you have improved cover. You don't have total cover. Total cover would be like Vinny in the barrel.
Shut up.
Shut up. Total cover gives you a +8 to AC bonus, but also gives you a +4 to reflex saving bonus. So that kind of negates the -4 that you
Okay.
get.
So
So you're just
be
making a
like,
regular reflex.
just
saving
be like
throw.
normal bad at it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a reflex save of 20.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Well, I didn't roll great, so that's good news for you guys.
I did it. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's a 14 on the die, so that's I did it. It's a 22.
Okay, I got a total of 17.
Okay,
So
so you take full damage,
Okay.
and Chip unfortunately takes.
takes half.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that'll
So
be the
let's-
rest of my stamina
roll
points.
this. So that's 35 fire damage to you,
Okay.
and then whatever half of 35
Yeah,
is
can
to
we
you.
round down for that? Is that cool? It rounds up, doesn't it?
It rounds up.
Yeah, okay.
35, you said? Whoops.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Fire
right.
damage, if that
I'm
means
not
anything.
doing okay.
Doesn't mean
Super weak to fire.
much. No, I'm sorry.
Not a fan.
Just found out.
Yeah, there's like a little piece of it that's still hanging out of your ear as you explode, and it just kind of ignites it, and you just inside you can hear it as it kind of rushes back in. So that was your
Can't
standard
see,
action
and
to
he's
do that.
screaming, What's
That
happening?
was a full action.
That's a full action to do that. Okay, so that is your turn. Chip, it is your turn by default
By default,
because you held your turn, and this is the end of initiative.
I still can't do anything.
You can't identify. You can do that if you want. Try to identify what this thing is.
Identify the goo.
Okay, I'll try and identify the group.
Okay, what's your
I
default?
see a little bit like as my head is scrunched under the door. I imagine I can't even see Aster that he's the one that exploded. I just think that like it's like doomsday out there. I don't really know
This
what's
is a
going
crazy
on,
goblin.
but I see one little bit of the goo kind of like an inchworm like going right past my gaze. I'm like, what are you? What is it? What am I rolling?
For your whatever it is that you do for your where you identify a creature, like the.
So that's a move action to do that.
Okay, you can't do that. You
You
have.
can't do a move action.
Oh, you can't do a move action when you're pinned.
You can't move and are flat-footed.
But
You can't
could do a
move, but you can take the
standard
move
as a
action.
move.
Yeah,
Ah!
you can take the move
Then I
action.
take
so-
20 then for that.
Okay. So total is a billion.
42.
Okay, this thing is literally called a gray goo. And
Thank goodness I looked that up, right?
currently, what it currently has is it has construct immunities and swarm immunities. This is like a collection. This is very similar to Doc's nanites, but except instead of little robots, it's little goos. As they are also resistant to cold.
Okay.
But the most important thing that's happening
Yeah.
is the infest,
Right.
which it has
Which I don't
infested.
know is happening, of course, because I can't see.
It has infested
I made
Aster.
that canon.
So, if it were, since you don't know, if it were theoretically to infest somebody,
Yeah.
what would happen
Uh-huh.
is it goes inside of them,
Oh,
fully inside of them,
gross.
and when it's in there, it just does a normal attack, but it deals double its damage every single time.
Okay.
Auto hits.
Oh.
If a person were to die with that in them, they will disintegrate.
Oh. Okay.
But you can expel it with cure diseases, or if you have a way to remove afflictions or anything like that, then you can get rid of the thing inside of it.
That's crazy. I could do that.
That's crazy. But you said canonically.
Sure,
you
hope
don't
that
know
never
that.
happens to anybody.
That'd be
That'd be
unfortunate. At initiative 0, I will need somebody to roll me another d6.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that vault be
Can I?
spitting.
Dude, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I'd love to. Hold on.
Okay.
It's 1.
1.
Yeah.
With 1,
Most
The
good
fireball.
with 1, you see the slot machine is spinning rapidly. And as it does, 3 little purple guys that are just look like also made of goo with little gun hands come out. These are
Why is everything goo?
these are tiny little guys, and they just kind of come out and go "Gwah!" as they begin just readying up these little guns in their hands.
What's happening?
I'm running out of room on this thing.
Why
That's
does this bank have so much goo?
at
Why are there so
initiative.
many living things in the vault?
After initiative 0, it is now back up top, and that is the gray goo inside of Aster. Aster, you inside. Remember how I said it felt like 100 rats in you that aren't biting?
Uh-huh.
Those rats are biting. This ignores immunities completely because it is inside of you, or resistances or anything like that. So let
I mean,
me.
my armor outside of me doesn't help in this instance.
Yeah, believe it or not, actually, you are going to take 108 damage
Holy
as you
cow.
feel it just burrowing into you and eating away at you.
Hey, what are the rules about dying?
If you hit 0, you can't. It will just fully kill you. I believe there are resolve points here to get out of it. If you
Will
want.
damage would like double your? Is it like double
No,
your
I
HP?
doubled it already. I've doubled it already. Yeah, if it's double your HP, then you'll die.
Okay, it's not double my HP, so I mean I'm fully. Well, not stamina. No.
It is your stamina.
Well, no, this is stamina, but then I'm fully down.
Okay.
Fully down.
Okay. You go down and you drop. Chip, you remember, as you just read, you would disintegrate if you died.
Yeah.
But you see Aster's faceplant, and this gray goo begins kind of melting out of him in a puddle just kind of surrounding him.
Right now, I guess his like head drops next to me.
Yeah.
Like a horror movie.
Well, I'm
Right.
not. I'm
I
not
say,
like.
oh,
I'm
no, it
unconscious.
is
Let me
happening.
clarify.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
So
I'm-
what happened with Chip's readings? It was if your HP hits 0 at all, you instantly just disintegrate.
Oh,
You don't have anything. So, but with this, it just kind of starts melting out of him and kind of covers him again. And you are in death saving throws time.
Oh.
Saving throws time
Oh,
for
I
us.
can't use reactions, can I?
Nope.
That's a shame.
That is Graxlus's turn. He's gonna keep running. He is staggered, right?
He's staggered.
So he can only take 1 standard or 1 move action. And he's gonna move. He's gonna go.
Does the acid damage still get him?
At the end of his turn.
Okay. Well, then the Chip's turn too, right?
It's
Just at the end of his
just at
turn.
the
We
end.
retroactively
gotcha,
did that.
Yes.
He's gonna get right there. You want to roll the acid damage? This is the end of his turn.
All right.
This is his 3rd turn.
6.
6. He's looking worse and worse and worse.
You'll have one more round of that, and then be done. Thank goodness I put something on it.
He's looking close. Looking close here. Doc, it's your turn. Aster has dropped. Chip is pinned. Graxlus is sprinting away. There was an explosion moments ago.
Yeah, I saw Aster explode and then he fell down.
There was also an explosion before that.
Yeah.
Really bad
What
by
is
default.
happening? All right.
You get the goblin. I can help Aster.
I can do both.
Okay.
Swift action, surge, and resolve point
There's also a gray goo just kind
to
of
extend my cloud over and onto Aster.
Okay.
This little straight line just right to him. Can make a menacing check and go.
I think I didn't use a feat. I have a feat, but I don't think I used it.
What was the feat?
So I have Die Hard,
Okay.
and as I'm reading it, it says, when you are dying, you can spend the required resolve points to stabilize, and 1 resolve point to stay in the fight, regaining 1 HP in the same round. So would this count for right then?
I would let you use that right then. Yeah.
Okay,
If you want to
so-
retroactively say that you're standing with 1 HP.
Because I
still
remembered I had that, but I thought it was
the next round.
yes.
Yeah.
But then that's the benefit of the
Of that. Right.
the thing.
So it would be.
So how many resolve points to normally not die?
I think it is. Well, I'll double check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure it is 2 resolve points to stabilize, 2 resolve points to get back up. So it'd be 4 resolve points total here.
I will happily spend whatever I need to spend
Okay.
to stay alive.
Marcus has pulled out the
price.
book. He
Yeah.
will tell us in a moment.
I'm pretty. I think it's like 1/4 of.
I think it goes max
About a
3.
maximum of
I think it's a
3.
maximum of 3.
So it's like 3, but then the feat lets me I have to spend 1 to. So it is 4 I have to spend in order to stay.
Right.
Have 1 HP.
Okay. So you're still standing then.
Cool.
Barely.
So Aster's on. You see Aster almost get enveloped, the light getting snuffed out, but then in the last possible moment, Aster's eyes just flicker with light, and he takes a big breath.
Here's what I was gonna say. Because of that, it will think you have died, and it begins to exit you. But it'll see you're alive. So this thing is like half in, half out of Aster at this exact moment.
So
Nasty.
just to confirm, it is 1/4 of your resolve points, maximum of 3, and that gets you to 0. And then you would need the additional 1 to stay in the fight.
So 4.
So
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
But if yours lets you automatically get back to 1, then you don't need to do the stay in the fight.
Right.
So you would only need 3.
Okay, so 4 total completely for his ability to
Yeah,
use
so
the
I
ability.
spend the required resolve points to stabilize and 1 resolve point to stay in the fight.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, just instead of waiting a turn, you just get 1 HP right then.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Nanite Cloud, right, thrown up as a swift action. As my standard action, I will make a medicine check. Hero point. It's literally the only thing I'm not supposed to roll. Cool. Get back. Maybe if I more, yes I did. Get back 27 hit points.
Nice.
28.
The best I can do.
There's some dog left in this fight.
I'll do that quickly. See the thing is starting to emerge from him. Great. We'll walk away from the nanite cloud, which causes it to collapse because I'm getting further away from it. But I will go stand next to Praxis.
Okay. Are you
So that way
swinging
if
him,
you-
or is that your entire turn there?
That's my entire turn. But this way, if he runs,
Gotcha.
I'll whop him.
How long is he staggered for, by the way?
Just
Just that 1 round?
yeah,
Okay.
until the end. Until the beginning of my turn.
Okay. Clem, that is your turn.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rejuvenating serum that I bought from Squirt, and
Squirt,
I'm going
Squirt.
to toss it at Aster. So that is a 16. It beats the 5 DC to hit my target, and then that does 5d8 stamina healing, and then I can do an extra 1d6 plus 2 stamina for my motivation expertise. Okay, so that is an extra 4. So 5d8.
I'm gonna roll the calcs right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you've got the thing.
This is 5d8.
Yeah.
Oops, not 78.
I can just gather up on a 5d8 if
Let's
that's
see.
easier.
Let me.
Oh, hit it.
We're dancing.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh. Oh, my.
oh,
And the
oh.
nene.
What is that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
just roll it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's borrow this.
So long.
And there's another...
Otherwise, I was gonna ask
What do you need?
Siri, roll
I need
5d.
I cannot go on a date.
Okay, so 1, 1, 1, that's 3, then 8 plus 4 is 12. So that's 12 total.
So is that stamina points?
Yes.
Or HP?
And then an additional 4. It's all stamina points. So 16 stamina points total
Okay.
done in my turn.
Real low roll.
Yeah. And then
How many again, sorry?
What?
How many points?
16 total.
16, excellent.
And then I am going to move closer to Graxless.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, don't you dare! You better stay in here!
Yeah, you can get right next to it as well. Perfect.
So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Valia.
All right. Seeing how that mysterious goo immediately dropped Aster,
Yes.
Ollie's a little unnerved by that, so she's gonna run and try to get in front of Raxilus to block him in.
Okay.
Because I got 50 feet of movement, so I pretty easily could do that, I think.
Is that wall still up that you built? Okay.
I can have 2 arrays.
Well, like if I went down around the bottom, like around the outside wall, would I be able to get in front of him? Basically box him in.
Like that? That's
Okay.
50 there.
Good enough.
Perfect.
And I'll take a shot.
He's flat-footed. Well, is he flat-footed? No?
Wait.
No, so
No,
close.
So close.
I
Not quite.
will attempt to shoot him real quick. With a 31.
31. 31.
Plus 2, 33.
33.
Because of the get 'em.
Oh, yeah.
Will hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 26 piercing.
Plus 2.
Plus
28.
2, 28.
26. How do you do it?
Yes!
I'm so unnerved. I'm literally just running up, and just as he's about to get to the door, he doesn't see me coming. I just basically body slam into him and shoot him at the same time. Just right into him and pushing him over and out of the way.
You do that as you shove him into the wall. You just see him drop down on the ground. Blood, just pool of blood, just spreading out all around him. As he is down. Is that the right one? No.
Is he dead or dying?
Did you kill him?
Yes.
He's dead.
Okay.
That is.
I don't think I can set my gun to non-lethal.
That is little goo guys. Little goo guys.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Are standing on top of the vault. There's all 3 of them. They are very, very tiny. All 3 of them just take up literally just 1 square, and you hear them just go. Get back in there! And
Clever.
They're
Can Aster-
fighting for relevance right
Can
now.
Aster talk? Can
Yep.
okay, I thought I was just like full mouth of
no, you can talk. You can talk.
goo. Gotcha, okay.
The 3 of them. The 3 of them are going to run over to you, Aster,
I'm one of you!
and they go. As you do that, they jump onto your foot, and they just begin to also make a goo around your foot and crawl up it. But what they're going to do is they're going to restore a number of hit points equal to their CR, which is 3. So you will get 3 HP back as they just kind of envelop your foot.
And
So they
HP.
each
It's 3 total here. This is what you're getting.
excellent.
They each give you 1 HP. They're just like,
Aster is a goo god. GG's, guys, GG's. It's a big 3, okay.
That is their entire turn. Aster,
Forget
you've
the
got
big 3, it's just big me. Goo god.
you've got little goo guys on you, and you've got 1 big goo
Ooh, got it.
kind of hanging out, and it's definitely gonna go back in if it
Well-
gets the chance.
Don't look down at my poor friend Chip. Yo, Chip, I'm sorry.
Help.
I got a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah, you look over, you just see 1 foot is completely purple, and then there's just a mass of just little gray dots just surrounding him.
Oh, wow.
Aster is going to. He gets an attunement point back.
Okay.
He's been through a lot. Yeah, just draw the weapon and well. I guess I could full attack.
You
My
good?
full attack on this gray goo.
Go for it.
Be gone. Which my full attacks are done at a -3, but then I have the +2, so really it's just a -1.
Built different.
Well, truly, the Aster diff is insane. So that's an 11 plus 16, 27.
Will hit.
Then that's an 18 plus.
Will hit.
That's a lot. Cool. So that's 2 big old swings. Let me see here. The first one is a... Gosh, that's a... I'm also musical. 37. That's 37 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack is 49 slashing damage.
Woo.
As Aster just like machete hacks this thing away. He's not a fan.
You're doing that, and you see this gray goo is like struggling to keep a single form together anymore. It's becoming more and more like the Nanites, where it wants to try to stay together, but it can't fully do that. But it's still kind of half in you and still kind of trying its best to stay on. Chip,
I guess I'll try and get out this time.
just roll that 20.
Yeah, okay.
Can Chip try to wriggle out? Like, not lift, but just wriggle.
I guess you can. There'll be a little lower DC.
What do I roll for wriggle?
I don't know what it would be besides athletics still.
Acrobatic.
Acrobatics.
Now the acrobatics
Using
is
your
too-
dancing skills.
Yes.
acrobatics
The
works.
dance skill is culture.
That doesn't
Do you
work.
think culture can get me out?
Can you change yourself to silent mode so that you start vibrating on a notification and then just slowly like shake yourself out?
Just vibrate enough so that all your atoms pass through the.
You go, oh,
through the
real
safe.
flash. of
Yeah.
Wally West. Gotcha.
I was trying to wiggle out. No, come back!
Oh, it's a sign.
That die is wiggling
It's
out.
divine intervention.
Hey! Yeah!
Yes!
That's an 20! Yes!
Wiggle God! Wiggle God!
The Wiggles!
Hot potato!
You are able to wiggle out as you all hear a doop as the ball fully falls down and Chip is standing up. Alright, you have your standard action.
I do?
Yeah.
That's so generous. Woo!
Oh my God, Chip!
I didn't even consider that I would get to do it.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I think I'm gonna cry. I would like to do a medicine check.
Absolutely.
On him, I'm gonna use my custom micro lab.
Okay.
It's kind of like my little pit boy
Right.
on my wrist as I look over at Aster finally out front of the door and I say, oh no. So I'm going to try and treat disease.
Sure.
Because my custom microlab also functions as a basic and advanced med kit. So I'll get a +2 bonus to this med check to treat disease.
Alright.
So here I go. I don't know how big I need to be, but I'm hoping it's good enough. Okay, well, I got a really big modifier, so don't worry about it. No, it's fine. It's a 2 on the die, but it's a 26.
26. We'll hit this thing. And I will.
With medicine?
Yes. So what I'll say is because this is working as a cure disease effect, it like hits the thing itself. You see it kind of inject. You've never seen the syringe actually inject, but when it does, instead of doing it like a liquid that it squirts out, it kind of hits it like a mist, and you see it go through this goo as it kind of shakes and rattles a bit and falls out of Aster completely, as it's just kind of writhing on the ground.
Ew. Okay. Do you feel better?
Aster's thank you.
Do you feel better?
Nod.
At initiative 0, somebody roll me a d6.
Oh no.
I don't know if it should be me again this time. Somebody who hasn't done it yet.
2.
A 2.
2 for goo.
No more goo.
Please no.
And actually, as a 2 for goo, it's also a 2 for boo, as a ghost pops out of the, the vault.
sure.
This is a Scooby-Doo.
That doesn't make any
This is
no.
Scooby-Doo.
I literally had the thought when they were like, oh, if somebody loses the key, we can never get back into the room. I was like, you can hide a body in there. Gone forever.
Guess
You
somebody
see
did.
It wasn't the
full
body.
specter pops out and goes, woo!
No, this is
I knew it!
no.
Remember how we were talking about it was all a dream ending?
That is the goo's turn. It is going to get up and begin flying again.
You better not. You
and-
better not. You better stop.
Aster, it's going to look at you and it's just going to make a swing at you. And it's not going to try to infest you.
It just wants to punch you.
36 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Baller.
Not baller.
This
Counter baller.
This is so baller for me personally. That is 41 bludgeoning damage. As it makes just the shape of a hammer and just swings into the side of your head.
-5.
-5.
So what's
That'd be 36.
36.
36.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
okay, Aster is barely standing.
Standing nonetheless. It is going to begin to also fly away.
It's moving away from me.
Yes, it is.
I would love to retaliate.
Slashing.
By all means.
Aster is he's had a day. He had a lovely chat with his sister like the day before, and he's like, "Man, life is so great." Hard cut to
Throwing up goo.
and
Like
that,
Topher Grace in,
it is awful.
in Spider-Man 3.
Oh gosh. Okay, so that is yes. So that's actually 26.
26. We'll just hit it.
Excellent. Excellent.
Ball.
Oof.
Baller.
Run the formula.
Ball.
I'm running my calcs over here.
Do the math,
gosh.
fire down in.
42 slashing damage.
43. How you do it?
Yes! Vengeance!
As it's trying to writhe away, Aster was once part of it. He understands it a little bit better now. He sees that it is, there is a microcosm. It is this entity that is many. And Aster's just gonna, as wildly as possible, just go, yay! And chop it up.
Any little bit that was still solid is now just sliced and diced as it falls to the ground in a sound, and it's just a puddle completely on the ground.
I look to the three blue goos, right?
Yes, they're still on your foot.
I go, I am your king now!
And you just see little heads pop up and go, Doc, that's your turn.
Doc's gonna try to do something for Drax.
Sorry, I pushed my grandma down the stairs. I just had to do that real quick.
Doc's gonna have like a full freak out moment and try to make a medicine on Craxless. I'm sure it is no point.
If you roll high enough, I'll say there can be something.
Perhaps not. That's only a 23.
23 is not going to do it, as you see that it is just a little too late, as he has fully just stopped moving and is not breathing. The gun on his shoulder has gone limp.
The gun is limp.
Polly kind of realizes, oh, right. I'm sorry. Force of habit.
He had a code.
Yeah, that thing's...
There was a lot going on, and
whispering over a body.
there were a lot of things going on, and
he's a do-well.
I didn't have time to think about just stopping.
Doc will stand and straighten his hat and just begin to walk toward the ghost.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Clementine.
Okay, so much has happened. I'm gonna turn to the ghost and, you know what? For funsies, I am going to try to identify it so that I can try to find a shocking weakness and make fun of it until
Okay.
it leaves. Okay,
Nice
so
incorporeal body.
what do I need to roll? Do I just tell you what I roll and then you,
Yeah, you tell me what your result is, and I'll tell you.
Oh no, the dice decided to have funsies too, because that's a natural one.
You're not gonna... You're terrified of
It's
ghosts.
a ghost!
They are...
Canonically ghosts.
Historically.
My God, they are real.
Oh
Is there anything else you would like to
no! I thought it
do?
was just Chip messing with me before, but now they're real! That's That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
I'm frozen with fear.
Wait, we have seen ghosts before. This isn't
Oh
shocking
my
at all.
gosh, you're right. You're right.
That is
I blocked it out.
that is the ghost's turn. The ghost.
Is it the ghost?
The ghost will. Let me look at the range of this. Okay. The ghost will fly 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Right here.
Whoa.
Oh no, he's going for me.
I'll let you get an opportunity attack here.
Swing on a ghost.
Swing on a ghost.
Oh my
Yes.
Red.
Doc's got a mood.
Doc's in a
You're gonna
headspace
clothesline
now.
a ghost.
I'm gonna punch it in its face with my fist.
Now, does your code still apply to a ghost?
It's already dead.
Dead or dead.
Dwarf. So, all damage doubles or damage roll doubles?
All damage double.
All damage double except if there's a critical effect, right?
I do
Or
not
we
have
do
one
that?
of those.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think even doubles with a critical effect. I could be wrong.
I'll take it.
It's fine.
61 damage to the ghost.
61 damage to the ground. You punch this ghost, and it flies over you going, woo! And you punch it, and he goes, woo! But keeps flying towards Clem. And Clem, I'm going to need you to make me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh man. Okay. What is that? Okay, that's a 15 on the die. Plus 5, synthetic 20.
That 20 will pass as it stares into you and locks the eyes with you directly as you feel yourself beginning to just get overwhelmed with absolute fear and terror. But you feel yourself your resolve tightens a bit as you remember you have seen a ghost before.
I've seen one of you before. I can handle this.
And you don't feel the need to start running away. Valia.
Valia!
Vibes are all over the place in here. What's Valia up
This
to?
is chaos. And, Valia's not exactly sure what the best to do.
There's still a vault door on the ground.
Yeah, like she sees the ghost and then like briefly thinks about trying to do something and is like, I don't think bullets really work against the ghost. So we're just gonna sprint toward the vault door. I've got 50 feet. I think I can get kind of close to it.
If you want to make an athletics check to get over this counter.
Sure thing. 35.
35 will pass.
Front flip the counter.
You're able to get to the door.
Yeah,
on
I
your-
like hop on and like flip over.
It will take your standard action to try. You'll need to do an athletics check to try to lift this door up. Or, like I said, you could hold your standard action until somebody else helps you. Then the DC will become easier for that person who's lifting it. Like for the other person. You're kind of like giving them a lower DC by being there.
Who's at the bottom? What's the bottom of the initiative?
Bottom of the initiative is Chip. So Aster does go after you. And he is recently declared a goo god. So you have divine help.
Goo King.
I will hold and try to like be like, someone help.
Okay.
Let's.
That'll just count as your
Yeah.
turn to do that, but you
Yeah.
are there to help with that. That is now the little goose. And the little goose, after going, they will. No, that won't help. They will. They will begin to kind of move up you a little bit and kind of hit like the skin on your leg. And you can feel that if you were to make a reflex saving throw, anytime between now and your next turn, you would get a +2 circumstance bonus to that.
Wow.
Keep these things.
The light on Aster explodes as he feels powerful.
That's their entire turn. Aster.
I'm gonna go help lift a vault door.
All right. So you run over, and you need to make me an athletics check. This will lower the DC because Valia is there helping you as well.
Finally. The one skill I'm actually good at.
Here it is.
It's all been leading up to this.
Alright, I believe in you. I
got
believe
this.
that we can win.
Sure are.
That's a 19
Whoa.
plus 20
That
for a
is
39.
You super pass.
I'm just helping, but I rolled a 30. I wanted to roll.
Okay, that's also good. That's nice. You both are able to lift it up and push it, and you're able to seal this door. But as you kind of like begin to let go, it begins falling again. So you will need to find some way to secure it.
Can Chip weld?
Chip, as you actually say that, one of the clerks at the other side pops his head up and looks at you, Chip, and goes, "The manager's office has a blowtorch. If you want like a little hand one, if you want to try to use that."
Where have you been?
Hiding.
Okay.
We are punching ghosts. We're punching ghosts in the side.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah, you just gotta run through the doors. It's in his desk, I think.
That's so convenient.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And he goes back down.
Back to the void. He sinks
Back to
down.
NPCL.
Like little pop-ups at a amusement park ride. It just sinks back down to nothing. Oh, all right. Then I'm gonna go and get to the manager's office.
It's a
Alright,
small
that
thing
is-
after all.
That is the office on the left of the door that he
Can't say
pointed
any more to
at.
that tune.
So
Really is a small thing.
you will. Let me rearrange my minis here. I goofed it a bit. I goofed. Boom. You have to go through this door and into this desk back here. This one back here. And you're able, as you kind of quickly go through all of his things, you find a
You are
blowtorch.
too high.
Yeah. There's like a big smoke cloud appearing.
Random sound effects.
That is that. I don't think you have enough movement. You could use your standard action to use your movement action to get back there again.
That is exactly what I'll do. Chip runs into the manager's office. You hear a bunch of sound effects and like a little tin can, like the top of a trash can rolls out from there and all this stuff.
There's an animal noise.
Yeah, right. A burst of clouds, and then he runs right back out with his little torch in hand. I've got it.
Doc, as you guys have this up, you feel kind of force against the back of this vault door, but as you're standing there holding it, you're able to hold it and nothing is able to pop out. Doc, that is your
Manager was
turn.
also a Foley artist.
Back to ghost.
Return to ghost.
You walk towards the ghost.
Okay.
I like Clem can just see like through the shimmer. Doc is like there's nothing going on. He just narrows the hat and is locking in on this ghost.
I'm not even
Another
scared of
crit.
ghosts.
What?
Just tell me how you do it. You almost killed him with that one. Just tell me how you do it.
Just a punch and then let the nanite swarm burst outward to fill its entire form and then collapse back into my hand.
It does that, and you hear a wah! As you poof, and a little like piece of smoke comes out.
I've never been more
now you
scared
have
of
a
my
ghost in
life,
your
and it's not even
inventory.
because of the ghost.
Doc locked in is scary.
I can hit hard.
Anything else?
Did you fall down?
No, I think I'm just standing, but I was shaking in my little boots.
Then I will. Are you all right?
Yeah, thank you.
That's it. All right, Clem. Ghost is gone.
I'm just gonna make my way over to the vault door, in case there's any way that I can help, but other than that, not much I can do.
What's your movement?
What is my movement?
I assume 30
feet.
Okay. Yeah. You can use your whole turn to get to the vault door if you want to
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll
I'll
see.
zip on over there.
You zip on over. I'm not. You do athletics. You did it. Hooray. Valia. Chip has the blowtorch if you want to try to like pass it off, and then you can try welding this door shut. If you want to do it that way.
Yeah, as long as Aster, do you have it? Do you have the door hold strong enough that I can try to weld it?
Yeah, I got it.
Sounds great, buddy.
Got blood dribbling down his lip.
With his 11 HP.
We're gonna try to weld it real quick. Tell me what.
That will be an engineering check.
30.
30 will pass as you're able to just weld this thing back shut. The hinges are still broken, so it's not able to be opened again, but this is sealed and nothing else will be coming out.
Huh, this is just like breaking into a vault, but
So
the skills transfer well.
it is the little goo guy's turn on you, Aster. And as they see the vault seals, you just hear them go, "Wah!" and little confetti pops up, and then they fully hop off you and then just start running out towards the window.
Oh, that, I guess.
That's how Flubber begins.
What if we don't?
With confetti.
But I'm your king!
They take a bow to you as they crawl up the windowsill. Is there anything else you guys want to do with these guys? Or you're just gonna let them go?
We'll never forget you.
With that,
You gotta let him go free.
combat comes to a close.
Maybe one day they'll see us again and owe us a favor.
As
Come to rescue us.
combat
Deus Ex Guina.
comes to a close, the bank falls silent. The clerks that are still behind the desks begin to kind of stand up and look around. Graxless is laying just kind of dead on the floor, and the vault has been resealed. You just kind of sit in silence for a moment and just kind of take it all in as you have successfully kind of stopped a bank heist. And with that, we're going to end this episode of Secrets Between the Stars.
After a brief pause, Volley's just like,
What do you keep in this vault?
We don't regulate it. It just gets people bring in things.
Living things?
I guess. I don't
This
know.
seems like a crime.
I just worked here like a month ago.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Where's your manager? I want to speak to your manager.
She points to the guy who exploded.
Oh no.
With that, that'll end this episode of Secrets Between the Stars. Secrets Between the Stars. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope we will see you next week. This was a pretty fun and rambunctious one. If you like the show and want to support us, $5 a month on Patreon gets you access to all of our post shows, like we will record right after this. It's a good time. Gets you $5 a month gets you access to like 5-6 hours of extra content, because we just do 30-minute shows about. So I can't recommend enough. Sunday, Strange Aeons is our second edition conversion of Strange Aeons. AJ runs that. Marcus and Sully are on that show. It's a good time. I can't recommend it enough. It's spooky Cthulhu horror if you like that kind of vibe.
it's an undeniably good time.
It's an undeniably good time.
Some would say.
We've also been doing Tuesday shows, and at the time of streaming this, yesterday's Tuesday show was me just going over the prep for this exact combat that we ran today. So I recommended Tuesday shows. It's just kind of us hanging out doing whatever. One time, Brent and I debated about John Wick for like an hour and a half. It was very fun.
You had a PowerPoint.
Bryn had a PowerPoint.
Bryn
and
had a PowerPoint.
Incredible.
Bryn had a great PowerPoint, and she put more effort into that than the PowerPoint presentation party we did like the week before.
That was just a
Stats, dude.
And she went crazy with it. So with that, thank you guys so much for joining. If you like us, also follow us on social media at UGT Show on all platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, comment, subscribe. That is the best way for us to grow. And it is, I hate saying it, frankly, but it is the thing. By saying it, it kind of helps boost it a little bit, and that is the best way to kind of help us whenever you can. And it's completely free. With that, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be back for another episode of Secrets. Have a good night.
Bye.